can immediately see education is also very top. You have BTech in computer science, pretty good. CGPA is also pretty nice. You don't have to add up to third semester. I don't really care which semester you're in right now. I don't know why you had a class 12 and class 10. If you're in BTech, it's kind of obvious that you have passed class 10 and class 12. This really, I don't really care why you put this in. As for projects, I'm seeing sentiment analysis on Twitter. You have not added a GitHub link. मैं क्या देखूं ये text देखूं या आपका project देखूं? I have no idea why you did that. Developed a project to analyze and classify public sentiment using Twitter data. No shit, bro. Twitter पे है, Twitter data analysis है. That's kind of self-explanatory, man. Extracted tweets via APIs, pre-processed text data, and applied NLP techniques. कौन से techniques use किया भाई? मैं तेरे साथ नहीं था project बनाने time. I don't know what you used. Like, use English, guys. When you're writing a resume, when you're creating something like this, you have to be very precise on what kind of technology you used, or else I'm not going to give two shits about it. Okay. Utilized TF IDF and count vectorizer for feature extraction and implemented machine learning models. कौन से machine learning models भाई? कौन से machine learning models? नामकरण तो कर दिए इतने बड़े बड़े, तो use कर लो. Stock market prediction January 2025. Built a predictive model to forecast stock market using historical data. तो future data के साथ तो करोगे नहीं ना भाई.
Why are you applying for job then, भाई? Stock market predictive पैसा.
A pre-processed stock market data sets and applied feature engineering techniques. Again, कौन से engineering techniques भाई? Mechanical, civil, chemical. भाई,
Ohio techniques.
You guys really see, the main part is I don't know what you did in the project. The title is self-explanatory. You don't need to explain it again. I need to know what technologies you used. I need to have a link to the project so I can see it. I need some documentation. All right. You did not write about the metrics. This could be some, project that you just copied out of whatever, right? You could have copied this off of Kaggle and you could be showing it to me. But this clearly shows that you have zero idea about the project that you just made. Interactive quiz application. Developed a quiz application using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, I mean, like, if you're in 10th grade, then probably, yeah, this is good. Mad one bhi, अरे भाई Mad one का भी इज्जत नहीं है. Created an engaging interface with interactive question navigation and responsive design. I mean, like, okay. And then I'm seeing all of these skills over here. You have programming, C++, Python, Java, HTML. भाई इतने सारी skills तो ऊपर project में डालो ना. I'm not going to wait until I come down here to see your skills. तूने project में नहीं डाला, experience में नहीं डाला. Academics. Solved over 400 problems on competitive programming platforms like LeetCode, Coding Ninjas, and Geeks for Geeks. लेकिन कौन सा machine learning model use किया ये पता नहीं है. Cloud computing practitioner. Bhai, I would never give you my cloud computing platform. I'm very sorry. Either you have said cloud computing, but I have not seen a single project here that has used DevOps. All right. भाई खुद का GitHub लिंक डालना नहीं आता है, बट तू बोल रहा है कि तू क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग प्रैक्टिस.
नहीं, अभी वो CI/CD पाइपलाइन में फंस गया होगा ना रेज्यूमे में.
GitHub से बाहर नहीं आया होगा.
डिप्लॉयमेंट फेल हो गया.
पाइपलाइन एंड में बंद हो गई.
Bro accidentally deleted his entire GitHub repo. No CI/CD, nothing.
Certifications. AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials by AWS Skill Builder. I have not seen. भाई AWS कहाँ यूज किया? कॉपी लाइक खरीद के लेके आया है क्या सर्टिफिकेट को?
He used AWS. पूछो कैसे? ड्राइव पर अपलोड तो करा है.
Object Oriented Data Structures in C++ by University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. Okay.
DSA नहीं, यूनिवर्सिटी के लगा.
I am very conflicted by this resume. क्योंकि इधर नीचे academics में certifications में एक story दिखाया जा रहा है, and in the projects I am seeing an absolute bloodbath and an absolute nightmare. I am very concerned right now. Okay, because
DSA में rating नहीं, कॉलेज का नाम चलता है.
See, I am genuinely concerned because number one, I am not going to, like, as a recruiter, I'm not going to go through the second half of your resume unless the first half is pretty impressive. The first half was really bad, very generic. It didn't have any, implementations or details. So I don't really have a good idea about what your project is. Let's say I'm really desperate and I want to take you in, but all these projects don't have GitHub links, so I can't even run these projects, right? So number one, out of 10, I would score this like a 2. The template is okay. There's a lot of white space for some reason. The text is too small. So probably, edit the formatting, find something else. And you have too many white gaps over here, right? Like solve 400 lead code problems. Coding ninjas ke baad itna white space kyun dal diya? There's so much white space here that Britain can come in and invade this all over again. Seriously.
And like profile username share कर सकता था बंदा. Lead
So
code coding ninjas का.
yeah, he or she hasn't added any of his profiles either. So like, if I need to know who you are, apart from your resume, I have zero idea who you are also.
And
So
please just change the template. Don't use this. If
yeah.
a recruiter looks at this, they will immediately just throw it out. Not because your content is good, but because the way it's arranged. I'm on a laptop screen here and I can barely see anything. Anything except for the headings. They are in bold. Except for those, everything is just light. And the biggest turnoff I see in this resume is not your projects, not your academics, not your certifications. Everything is fine. It's your skills. Bhai, it's like a shopping list.
What are you applying for, bro?
It's
You
like
have the
a-
What
entire
exactly?
IT
It's like-
department here.
It's like I think I have seen shorter bills when I went to my local supermarket. What is this?
Bhai sahab. Yeah, so this is literally a 2 out of 10. You need a better format, you need better fonting, you need a whole bunch of, you need to facelift this resume. Okay?
You need to scrap up
Just
this
just
thing.
one small tip when you make a resume. The biggest thing that I think I would recommend anyone, less is more. Focus on less number of things when you keep in skills, when you keep in projects. Experience jitna dal sakte ho, utna dal do. But rest of it, keep it minimal, keep it simple, so that scope for asking questions is also less, and you have more chance of answering.
सुशांत
भाई एक
साहब,
genuine question.
lockdown करते रहे, अब अगले बारी आएगा भाई.
Which was worse, this resume or Adi Purush?
भाई आदि पुरुष तो देख
It's
ही
a
रहा है.
difficult question. It is a
नहीं,
very
इसका
difficult
answer.
question.
नहीं, it
Very
is not.
difficult.
इसका आंसर है, ये resume is a little better because at least it got
नेट गया भाई.
आ ही नहीं आया.
It was a paradox. Paradox हो गया. इसीलिए वहाँ पे hang कर गया वो बंदा.
भाई कम से कम रेटिंग तो देके जा.
The universe doesn't want you to say that, Akshay. ठीक है? समझ, it's a sign.
Is this a sign?
Okay, chalo. Let's go to the next one, guys. So,
Neevan?
pretty good example of what a resume should not look like, even though it follows the one page pretty. But yeah.
The only good thing about it is that it is of one page.
Okay, this is immediately.
So we can hire you to write one page things.
Okay, so this one. Okay, so you put your education. I'm very happy. This only has your college and it has your GPA. Pretty good. AI intern at Infosys Screenboard, engineered a CNN-based object detection system using YOLO V8, trained on central curated 5K images. Okay, all right. Number one, this is a lot of garbage. I'm not going to read this. Okay.
And that is not Infosys Springboard is not a company. As far as I know, that's a course.
Exactly. So number one, guys, if you are really also AI intern is your designation. You have not showed me which company you've worked at, and the AI intern part is really taking away from the Infosys Springboard. So regardless of what your organization that you've worked with, kind of put them side to side, or at least formatted in such a way that both of them get equal attention. And also this, it's a block of text, right? There is no bolding, there is no formatting over here. I don't really know what I have to focus on. And you use the word YOLO V8 like 4 times, right? You used it like 4 times as far as I can see. Okay. So honestly speaking, convert this into like 3 points, only have 3 points, like bullet points, and have like what key things that you did, the accuracy of the model that you had, and what kind of what kind of value you gave to the company. Because over here it just feels like you just took a model, trained it, and that was your internship for 2 months, which as a recruiter is a huge turnoff for me, because it means you haven't given anything to the company.
Is
Coming
it
to projects,
fast RCNN or faster RCNN? Since when did RCNN get faster than fast?
wait, what?
Isn't it fast RCNN and not faster RCNN?
Okay, so the projects are a little bit better. Brain tumor diagnosis, you have the tech stack, you have the GitHub link, good. Developed a 4-class brain tumor classifier using exception model. Guys, learn from him. He knows the names of his models. achieving 99% accuracy via transfer learning fine tuning on MRI images. Okay, pretty good. Integrated rack power diagnostic assistant, leveraging scrap tumor data, embeddings in ChromaDB. All right, so I'm looking at these. I'm looking at these projects. Too many of them are repetitive. Okay, I'm looking at you, and I kind of feel like you only know how to build 2 or 3 things. All right, most of these are basic projects. I'll be completely honest with you. Yeah, you can train them, make them a little bit more interesting, but unfortunately, these are pretty basic. All right, you can go to Kaggle, copy a notebook, and it'll be done. All right, task flow, Java, JavaFX, MySQL, pretty good. Finova. So what you really need to do over here, you need to take the more important projects that you've worked on that have a more unique tech stack, put them on the top. And see, you have a combination of full stack as well as AI projects here. So I'm not exactly sure what role I'm supposed to hire you for. Are you a full stack engineer or an AI engineer? I don't want the nonsense of hiring somebody who can do everything. Not like, I don't want a guy who can do something of everything. I want one guy that can do one thing perfectly. All right. So cut down the projects. Vishal, I know you're here. You don't have to announce yourself.
Bro really had to make noise to get noticed.
Now
So-
we know bro is here.
So over here, 3 projects, make them domain related. They should have 3 points each. Make sure you bold stuff. All right. The formatting is a lot better. Thank you very much for this. But yeah, if I was hiring you for a full stack role, I'd probably not hire you. If I wanted to hire you for an AI role, I'd also not hire you. You're not like you're like two-faced, bro. I'm very sorry. So
Basically, you
let's
are
go
already
down.
fired.
Okay, let's go down. Technical skills में क्या है?
Let's go where?
Technical skills. Okay, languages, frameworks, libraries, databases, tools, and technologies. Again, I'm not exactly sure if this is a shopping list or if this is supposed to be something I'm supposed to read, because you've pretty much shown all of the projects you've used and all of the technical stacks that you've used here. So you probably don't need to add all of this, because I'm saying React.js, and then I'm saying Hugging Face, and I'm saying Figma, I'm saying Canva. Bro, choose a track, stick to it. You don't need all of this. Certification's pretty good. Appreciate you adding a certification. Achievements, top 50 finalist in Odo X IITG hackathon. All right. So, okay, this is pretty good. Achievements is fine, but you definitely want to iterate a little bit more, add a little bit more about what you did, why the achievement is important, because top 50 finalist doesn't really give me the sense that you've achieved something. All right, top 50.
Top 50 out of 60.
What?
नहीं, top 50 out of 50.
There could have been 50 people in the competition. How the hell am I supposed to know that it was a big deal? Okay.
Top
So
20 out of 49.
Also,
Is
bro,
that
probably
fast?
HR don't really share your vocabulary. Like starting में जितना words use किया है, HR probably does not know half of
Yeah,
them.
exactly. I
नहीं,
want to
तो
see a guy that's going to listen to his boss, bro. I don't want to see a guy who's preparing for GRE.
you are promoting Narayan Murthy's narrative. Nikhil Bhai, Narayan Murthy's dreams. You know what I missed?
Arey bhai.
Nikhil bro, do we look at some of the projects? I think he has linked his
You
GitHub.
want to.
It
You
did.
want to.
Yeah.
Are you sure, Sushant? Are you sure? भाई
But
मेरे
I
को
have-
कोई
want to
प्रॉब्लम
see.
नहीं है, तेरे को
Code
कैसे
कैसे
हो
दिख रहा है?
जाएगा?
बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. कोड एक बार नहीं, लेकिन गिटअप से निमान एक बार ओके खोले भैया प्रोजेक्ट, एक ब्रेन ट्यूमर
Okay.
वाला प्रोजेक्ट खोलो.
ब्रेन
क्योंकि
ट्यूमर
इससे
वाला
पहले वाले इससे पहले वाले रिज्यूमे जिसका भी था उसने डेफिनेटली अपने लिए यूज नहीं करा था. थैंक्स फॉर कमिंग अप अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर हिम.
Yeah, so see if you can crop the screen and do it, then that's fine, because वरना उसका GitHub भी reveal हो
एक
जाएगा.
काम कर,
So-
स्क्रीन को वो कर दे, पहले बंद कर दे, उसके बाद शेयर कर,
ओके
और फिर विंडोज प्लस जेड से जूम करके ऊपर का चला जाएगा.
नॉट ऑन
To be
हाइपर
honest,
मैन
why would you
घूम
not
नहीं
like
पाएगा.
show your GitHub?
Probably not. They want the details to be redacted here. Okay,
ओ
so
प्रियांशु आया है.
प्रियांशु भैया है.
whoa,
ओ
EGNU is here. What's up, guys?
नमस्कार नमस्कार भाई, क्या
नमस्ते
चल रहा है
जी।
भाई? इतने सारे बंदे भाई, 80 बंदे बैठे हैं इस चैट में. पढ़ाई वगैरह छोड़ के भाई, क्या
क्यों नहीं हो
सीन
रही
भाई?
पढ़ाई?
क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई भाई? हाँ, हैप्पी दिवाली भाई.
हैप्पी दिवाली.
दशहरा भी अभी बोल देंगे.
Awesome. So Priyanshu is here too. Let's go, guys. Let's
Guys,
go.
guys, please behold our Lord Priyanshu, क्योंकि अब आप लोग रोज से नहीं फ्राई होने वाले हैं.
मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा भाई, मेरा
अरे
खुद का रेज्यूमे नहीं है भाई, मैं क्या
भाई
रोस्ट करूं भाई.
Grand हो
हाँ,
भाई
आपको
आप,
क्या
grand.
लगता
निखिल
है
भाई,
आप ये रियलिटी शोज पे जो जज होते हैं उनको आता है करना कुछ?
वो ठीक है भाई, एक चीज बता, अभी तक का सबसे बढ़िया रेज्यूमे किसका था?
अभी
हमने
नेक्स्ट
तो ही
रेज्यूमे
देखे.
अमृतांशु का है. निखिल भैया, अमृतांशु भैया का नाम हाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं हम.
अरे नहीं भाई, उसका we don't have to.
और उनका उनका रेज्यूमे देख के मेरी आंखें ऊपर से नीचे बहुत
So we've
उसमें
seen two bad resumes so far. I think it's valid if we show people what a good resume looks like. I
एग्जैक्टली
don't know if Amritanshu is here, bro. If you are here, sorry, we're going to use you
बुलाओ.
for some time.
I am here.
ये
Go.
लो.
अमृतांशु भैया का भी है और प्रथमेश भैया का भी है.
Amritanshu
घाटोड़े
से
का?
start करेंगे.
हाँ,
थोड़ा
निवान
flex
अमृतांशु
करेंगे.
भैया वाला खोलना.
एक सेकेंड हाँ.
भाई जब मैं फ्रेशर हूँ तो मेरा नाम छुपाने की जरूरत नहीं है.
अरे ये कौन है भाई? 24F2001343.
हाय,
Wolf
आपका
Gupta
एक्सेल
भाई. It's Wolf
एक्सेल
Gupta.
भूल गए.
अभी सुशांत है
हाँ,
हाँ, अभी नाम नहीं
ये? नहीं भाई, उधर तो रोल नंबर आ रहा है. और ये कौन है? वोटा. और एक और कौन है? ऋषभ.
मैं हूँ भाई मोटा.
ऋषिकेश.
भाई
हाँ भाई, वोटा तो मतलब हो कौन?
निवान है.
और
वो इट्स
निर्माण.
अक्षय राइट? इट्स अक्षय राइट?
हाँ, मैं
अक्षय तो ये बैठा
मैं हूँ, मैं ये रहा.
पॉडकास्टर.
अरे कहाँ यार.
अरे
बोलना
मयंक
कब
भी
आ
है
रहा
यहाँ
है
पे भाई. मयंक हर जगह है भाई.
भाई पूरा पूरा एग्नो उठा लिया मैंने नेक्सस में.
भाई 80 बंदे उठा के कह रहा पूरा एग्नो उठा लिया, देख रहा.
अरे नहीं, जो एग्नो में एक्टिव रहते हैं यार, बाकी तो
एक्टिव
प्रियांशु की
तो
फैन फॉलोइंग है यार.
मेरी कुछ नहीं है
Okay,
भाई
guys,
इसमें.
guys. We're getting sidetracked here. There are a lot of other people that actually want to see their resumes getting roasted. तो देखेंगे अभी. Amritanshu का आ गया.
अरे.
चलो, let's go. All right. So number one, Amritanshu, your resume looks like it came out of 2002, bro. Honestly speaking, it's very crowded. A lot of hyperlinks I can see. I really appreciate your LinkedIn, your blog, and your GitHub on the top, but probably spread it out so that the links have their own space. It looks a bit too crowded because it's in like 2 lines. Experience at the very top, super cool. You're from Meter. I cannot really, argue with that. You have probably the best experience. Reviewed and assessed transcripts of LLM agents in a wide range of tasks like Flask, server debugging, CTF tasks, ML experience, created human baselines for benchmarking LLM agents. Second point should be on top. The person who's reading your resume is going to be non-technical. So add a couple of numbers here as well. I don't see a lot of metrics like what percentage improvement did you bring to the metrics? What benchmarks did you actually work with? If there is something that, if some of your work that is actually public, probably add that as well. So, and then you have skills over here. I really appreciate that when it comes to, particular experience. I know exactly what you did during your time there. It's really good. Then you have an engineering intern, Nanopix LSS Ltd. So what I would suggest is put the organization name next to it with a dash or an obelisk, because it does take a little bit of time for me to go from here to here. I'd rather have the entire context when going next. So conducted a literature review in entomology, climate change, agriculture. Okay, great stuff. Created and optimized machine learning models for predictive analysis. Kaun se models, bhai? I'm going to need to know which models you made. All right. So you were really descriptive in the first one, not that descriptive in the second one. So probably you want to have to change that. Like what models did you use? Because ATS is kind of optimized in a way that it looks for particular models.
Yeah, the
right?
reason the models aren't mentioned is because I don't want to mention them.
Okay, so maybe then probably you'd want to add at least your accuracy metrics or some technologies that you've used. All right, particular, if you can give an overarching overview, that's also pretty fine. So that's one thing. Course facilitator, AI governance. This should probably be above engineering intern because course facilitator has higher weight. If I see that you're a course facilitator, that's pretty good. Or else, actually, what would be even better, get rid of course, just put facilitator. The thing is, whenever you add something teaching related, the value of the resume goes down at least by 10% because people think, okay, this guy can't really apply stuff in the real world, so that's why he's teaching. So get rid of course. It's not necessary. Just put facilitator for AI governance, and you have AI safety fundamentals here. So that's like a really powerful statement. Facilitated a course on the governments of transport. So probably don't say facilitated a course. You can put another set of words right? Like facilitated
Program.
learnings or something else. So for policymakers and ML engineers, kind of try and highlight that as well. So there's a lot of ambiguity that I'm saying. The first experience had like 4 to 5 points, but then you come down, everything only has 1 or 2 points. So try to give everything equal importance, and if you can't, maybe you want to push it down so that it's not really at the very top. IT consulting contractor. Again, I'm not sure why you put intern at the very top and then you're putting the important stuff on the bottom, because I definitely want to see these in the first 5 seconds I'm going through the resume. Lead student mentor, get rid of it. You're a working professional. You don't really need it. Strategy and growth contractor. This is also really good. I'm not exactly sure why you've put this at the bottom half of the page instead of the first one. So going down, you have tech intern here. So the first internship that you did, it should come here. Mathematics expert. All right. So this is kind of, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to make of this, because mathematics expert kind of connotates that you have maybe a PhD or at least a master's in mathematics. So I can only look at that if I come down here in education. So probably change the naming a little bit. Coming to education, right? So you have 2025 expected. You have, okay. So because you don't really have to repeat the diploma and the BS, right? It's kind of self-explanatory that if you're doing a BS, you're probably going to be going through the different levels, so you don't have to repeat it. Then you have your actual BTech degree, which is pretty good. If it's incomplete, actually don't add it. All right, because this actually throws a lot of people off the loop. If it's incomplete, this actually really draws down your resume. We know that you have the relative experience. You have more than 2 to 3 years of experience, right? So you actually don't even need to add your education. Most of the time, the experience speaks for itself. All right. Skills and interests also really wordy, really blocky. You should probably put skills and interests below your projects so that I can see what you've actually built with your projects instead of just telling me what skills you have. Also, miscellaneous skills, you can just add it into something else. I don't need to see so many miscellaneous skills, to be honest. I'm expecting you to have these skills if you already have 2 years of experience. Okay, so it doesn't really make sense for you to waste space and reuse this. Okay, projects headline generator app. All right, achieved Rouge L score of, okay, this is pretty good. Developed a transformer based headline generation system using a fine-tuned Meriton ML model. Okay, great. These are too many points. These are like 1 2 3 4 5 6. I only need 3. Okay, and probably don't put the entire link, put an icon for the GitHub logo so that I can click on it. Demo link is there, then probably put the demo link and put the GitHub link inside the demo link, right? That would be easier for me because I'm not going to come back and click on this again. Okay, space mission outcome prediction. Okay, good. By this time, I've pretty much gotten confidence that, okay, this guy has a lot of experience. It's good. So in your case, to increase your chances, you have a really good resume. All right, the formatting needs a little bit of work. Probably go to Overleaf, pick up a good template that has a lot of very high rating, and copy the latex. The thing is, you have a lot of the stuff on the first page needs to be reordered because I'm getting a lot of varied timelines, right? You have internship at one place, then you have AI governance at one place, and then you have your full-time role at Meter at one place, right? So probably, even though if it's not making sense chronologically, once you rearrange it, make sure it makes sense experience-wise. Okay, and then you don't need to add so many projects. Honestly speaking, just pick 2 to 3 of your best projects and put them there and explain them very briefly. If you can get this into one page, it's going to be very beautiful. But for somebody with your experience, 1.5 is also fine. I'd probably rate this based on the content. I'd rate it a 5, and probably based on the formatting, it's probably going to be a 3. Okay,
But this looks more like a documentation of his life.
yeah.
2-page biography.
Honestly,
Amritansh bhai,
honestly, I am very lazy.
no
I
hard
am
feelings,
the
but this
reason
looks like
why
a no lifer resume.
yes, the reason why this is so extensive, so to speak, is because I am too lazy to make different resumes for different roles. So I just made one giant one.
Is this the updated one?
पता नहीं, देख के तो लग रहा है 20
It
साल
looks,
पहले का।
I guess it's from 2023. It's
Ah.
probably not the updated one, but
Then there would have been 2 more pages condensed in 1 page. Okay,
So, yeah.
71 people are there.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay, so let's go to the next one, guys. Amritanshu, any questions for me? I just gave you my honest opinions, and you've also told us that this is kind of more of a CV than a resume. So that's also something to remember. So for anyone who's if anyone's a bit quizzical about what a CV is and what a resume is, a CV is a curriculum vitae. It can be more than 2 to 3 pages long. It has your entire, it has your entire list of things that you've accomplished. Lekin when it comes to a resume, we usually look for 1 to 1.5 pages. It's a one-page summary of your entire career. So yeah, I agree. We are taking a little bit longer. So let's move to the next one, guys. Let's speed it up a little bit. Now that we've gone through the initial, phase of everything, let's try and speed it up. Let's go.
After starting this meeting, we got 12 more resumes.
That's nice, man. That's nice.
This is the next one.
हाँ
Yeah,
Wait.
Priyansh, go ahead.
नहीं ये तो हो गया ये वाला.
Yeah, I'm thinking कि अगर ये successful
No
है
way,
मतलब
no way.
लोग को लग रहा है कि it is benefiting the country, we can have it like once every term so that anyone who's like trying to apply for internships or like jobs, so तुम लोग कर सकते हो.
Yeah, we
Or
can do that.
we can have it on a regular basis.
Okay, what is this? Okay,
Okay, we will organize it. Must.
I am speechless.
And
I am
guys,
speechless. Okay, this is not a resume. This is not even a menu card. Okay, this is somebody copied
Notepad.
ChatGPT and just dropped it over here. Okay, dude. Number one, desk rejected. I am not even going to entertain this. All right, it is your
This is
objective
Elizabeth's
is
secret.
four lines long. All right, your objective is 4 lines long. You do not have. I don't even know what this is. Okay, what is this? This
Forget
is
having a 4-line objective. He has an objective. That in itself is a red flag.
exactly, dude. Okay. Also,
अरे क्लास 12 में हम लोग लैब असाइनमेंट्स लिखते थे ना, ऑब्जेक्टिव, एम ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट.
okay, so you have almost 8 lines dedicated to your skills. All right, I have not seen a single project. I have not seen a single. Okay, oh my god.
IIT
Okay.
Madras, the
You
great
put-
IITian is here.
So, dude, you have immediate red flag. 3 IIT Madras degrees, dude. You don't need to put all 3. You don't need to put all 3. Just one is fine, because even if you're pursuing it, you can put a star and say, I'm going to graduate. CBSE class 12th. Dude, if you're not getting 100 on 100%, I don't want to see your 12th and your 10th grade percentage. All right, it's not necessary. You're just compromising your resume. Coming to projects, I don't even know what I'm reading here. All right, you gave me movie ticket booking web app, and then you just dumped all of this. All right, you have your technologies, sentiment analysis, web application, technologies used. Then, guys, okay, no, you need better formatting. Go to Overleaf, find a template you like, and go and change it. All right, because
Nikhil
this is
bro.
just copy paste text. It is
Nikhil
not.
bro, what is your sentiment on this resume? Use this tool and find out.
No comments.
No, this is, if I could have a negative scale, I'd give it a negative scale. This is not, I'm sorry, but it is not something you would want to send over. All right, because this is not a
-1.
resume. This is not a resume. This is a death wish. Okay.
ये रेज्यूमे देखने के बाद हायर का तो पता नहीं, बट मार पिटाई
Fire
जरूर
तो
हो
हो
जाएगी.
So
ये
Faze has
देखने के बाद
raised his hand,
कंपनी
guys.
अपने ओपोनेंट्स को तुम्हारा रेज्यूमे सबमिट करेंगे, कंपटीशन को देंगे तुम्हारा.
Wait, Faze has raised his hand. Let's go ahead. Faze, please go ahead. Naeem? Okay.
was AFK.
That's okay. Cool. All right. So coming over here, all right, a little bit better. Education's at the very top. Probably you don't need to put it at the top. Put experience or projects at the top. Technical skills, you don't need 4 lines. Libraries, if you're using Python, unless it's like something like PyTorch and it's very important, probably don't add it there. And even in that, you can put it into frameworks. Flask is standalone for some reason. I don't know why you're just wasting a line for that. You can just put it in, libraries, because Flask is a library. Tools and technologies. I'm expecting you to come in with these tools and technologies if you're, an engineer. So this is kind of redundant. You don't need it. Project, salt and pepper. Okay, so this is pretty good. All right, but too many points. I need highlights. You haven't bolded anything. I don't know what to look at. I don't know what to focus, and my attention is going everywhere. Resume war, really like the name. No GitHub link. I'm definitely not going to come back to this one. And I need highlights. I need better formatting. Bold karo, show me some stuff that I need to pay attention to. You're just dumping the tech stack here. You have not shown the results. You have not shown what you have made, what problem it is solving. I don't need it. PSR image denoising. Sounds interesting. Presented at National SIH, winning first place under ISRO. Congratulations, man. But you need to highlight this, okay? If I was pretty pissed off with your first two projects, that pretty much means I'm not going to look at your third one. And because this is such an important project, you should probably put it in the beginning. All right. And guys, if I was a non-technical person, I would not understand any of the technology that you are writing over here. All right. You need to show off what value you are bringing to the recruiter. All right. The recruiter will understand model and accuracy. He's not going to understand which particular, you don't need to explain it in depth. All right. But then at the same time, don't completely ignore the models that you are using. You guys are showing me two very extremes. Like number one is like super in detail. Number one has no detail at all. Kind of find the middle ground, value, what technology, how you did it. These 3 points, smart and simple. Achievements. All right, very nice. This is very good. Smart India Hackathon 2024, SAL Ideathon, Tic-Tac-Toe. Put both of these sections up, put education down here instead of achievements. Certifications and education will go pretty good together. All right. So this one's a little bit better. I really appreciate this resume. You need to add better links. You need to add, a little bit more formatting, but this is probably maybe 6.5. All right. Probably one
And
of the better
reorganizing,
ones.
restructuring,
Yeah,
sequence.
lots. So yeah, let's go to the next one, guys. Why do I feel like I've seen this somewhere before? This is an ad.
this is वो क्या नाम है
Wait,
वो
no.
नाम बोल okay I'll not
Okay.
I know this guy, everyone knows this guy.
Everyone knows.
I do not know this guy for some reason. What the fuck?
Will DM me. Okay, number one, dude, if your GPA is not impressive, you don't need to add it. If you are applying for masters or an MBA, then yes, you need to put in your resume, on your resume, you need to put GPA. But if I'm a recruiter and I show up, if I see a resume that kind of highlights that I got a 7.8, I'm not going to have a lot of interest. So get that out of there. You don't need to add your CBSE, man. Okay. I mean, you don't need to add class 12, percentage 94, pretty cool, really appreciate it, but you don't really need to add it, get rid of it, okay? Experience, Deccan AI trainer, intern, you have the, timeline pretty good, collaborated with cross-functional teams for timely project deliverables, implemented RLHF and SFT on datasets across domains. What domains? I don't know what domains you operated across. What does cross-functional teams mean? What did you actually do? Okay. This is a lot of fluff. This doesn't tell me what you did. I'm not interested anymore. MDS for computer systems, summer intern, configured and tested 8 network simulations using Cisco iOS. Why was it important? Why did they need an intern to do this? Why couldn't somebody else do it? All right. I just think you added one line. I'm going to think it's not that important. Research intern. Research the lack of passion among rural educators across 3 schools and 50 plus students. Honestly speaking, I have no idea what to even think about that one. Indian School of Business, digital operations intern, coordinated placements for 200 plus MBA grads at top MNCs. Pretty impressive, but I don't know what this is doing in a technical resume, man. I'm not hiring a manager, I'm hiring an engineer. Okay. So projects, I don't see any links. Okay. You've given me one-liners for everything. I don't really know what you implemented. Okay. You just given me a high level summary. I expect this one-liner in your GitHub repository when I open the README, not on your resume. I need some metrics. Okay. So immediately I've lost a lot of confidence on you. Coming to skills, a little bit better. You've shown off very clearly what you've done, what you can use. The tools can go like Label Studios, Lucidchart, Canva, Filmora. I personally wouldn't add these, right? They're not really adding any value to your resume. Leadership and extracurricular activities, pretty good. Bring it down. All right. Bring it down. Certificates and achievements can go up. All right. Extracurriculars, it's kind of like a footnote that you would add to a resume. It's not that important. Junior coordinator, junior developer, deputy marketing head, make it relevant. Okay. I'm not hiring a marketing head. Maybe you can add it as a footnote if you have space, but if there's a lot of other information you need to add, I'm not exactly sure why this is there and the main info is not there. All right. So this is easily 3.5 out of 10. I'm not going to hire this guy.
Bro, if I was an HR, I would reject. If you scroll up, I would reject the moment I saw the digital operations intern because मेरे को
Yeah.
job नहीं खोनी अपनी.
Exactly.
हाँ प्रियांशु.
Is it, man? Priyanshu is asking a question. Go ahead, man.
Bro, the fact that everyone is saying he will not hire this guy, and then this guy is someone जिसके अगर एक दो credentials मैंने बोल दिए तो उसका नाम रिवील हो जाएगा. I mean, okay, this might not be updated because those things are not here yet, like in this resume. But I
Yeah,
feel
वही
that he's
गलती है
doing
भाई. वही
yeah,
problem
yeah.
है.
So he's doing pretty good. Just for the
Mhm.
audience, he's doing pretty good.
Yep.
But yeah, the point of like roasting this resume is कि भाई तुम लोग को समझ आ जाएगी कि क्या
Yeah.
गलत है क्या सही है. Because you
And
know all of us may not get the same opportunity as every other guy who's like getting an opportunity. So we just have to make sure that everything that we are getting is like up to the mark. That's it.
Priyanshu got a great job without a resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no point of this resume meeting in case of him.
इसलिए अगली बार से LinkedIn roast होगा.
अरे
अरे
बढ़िया
yeah,
आइडिया है.
it's brilliant.
थैंक यू प्रियांशु. गीली गीली पप्पी भाई बिल्कुल सही आइडिया है.
देखो भाई अगर मैं सैम और भाई पता है आज सुबह I was like going to the beach and like some random old guy he stopped me midway, started talking to me in Tamil and then he kissed me on my cheek. So gili
What
gili
the
puppy,
fuck?
big no to gili gili puppy. Sorry.
By the way,
You
bro,
can
does this look like a template? I think one of the previous resumes was also like very similar to
Yeah, it
this.
looks very similar. But this one's at least made a little bit better. I can see the education experience is pretty relevant. It flows in the same thing, full stack in Java. When I'm coming to projects, he has all of his, he or she has all of his technologies set up. You have a link to the GitHub. Used AWS. Okay, you have the technologies used. I'd like to see some metrics also. All right, like how much, some metrics that you've probably used, some optimization metrics that you've implemented. All right. So yeah, Arogyam in the second point, this is actually pretty good. You've showed us what the retrieval accuracy is, pretty fine. Job Scrape 360 developed a web app that streamlines job searches via web scraping. Probably add how you did it. Also aggregated data from multiple sources to boost search efficiency. Again, top three. All right. If these are not as impressive as the first two, so probably kind of consider removing them. Technical skills, again, don't need to add so much, don't need to put in so much space. Certifications also pretty relevant. Technical achievements, advanced to the grand finale in cybersecurity at IIT Bombay, pretty good. All right, I'd give this probably a 7 out of 10. It's fine, one of the better ones that we've seen today.
What? वैसे एक चीज मैं कहना चाहूंगा.
Damn.
भाई
Damn.
मैं bet
100
लगा
out
रहा
of 10.
10 out of
100
10.
out of 10. 100 out of 10 में.
One fact.
Listen, listen,
Is
listen.
this a
ये first
screenshot?
page है.
Wait.
ये first page है, पता है? Second page भी है.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a
wait,
screenshot?
अरे
Why
side में
is there
scroll
an
bar
arrow
दिख रहा
there?
है.
भाई this guy has a crush on a bandi that like studies in NIFT. I'm pretty sure about it. भाई
Bro sent a resume which is a bloody shit, bro. This is a screenshot, bro. What is
This is
this?
written with blood. Blood of the HR.
ब्रो भाई उसने अपना पूरा HTML वेबसाइट रेंडर करके यहाँ पे प्रिंट कर दिया.
और उसके बाद पहले स्क्रीनशॉट लिया, उसके बाद वो
Bro.
भूल गया कि कंट्रोल पी करके भी पीडीएफ बनता है.
Bro took centering
स्क्रीनशॉट
within
लेके
two
फिर
seconds.
प्रिंट किया.
भाई
Okay.
अगर आप अभी मीटिंग में हो तो प्लीज अनम्यूट मत
हाथ
करना.
उठाइए.
No.
मत उठाना.
I'm so happy that we have redacted everything. He centered the div. He said,
Bro, did he?
Did
Bro
he?
took it too
Did
seriously.
he?
Bro took centering too seriously.
Wait, did you just say
Also, bro,
D?
look at that
I haven't
Ionics Institute of Network, like the size, the difference between the size.
Rishi, look at the grammar on this, bro. There is no punctuation. This
I don't-
course taught me C language from A to Z concepts. Oh no.
Bro is the god of C. And you know what C means?
Okay, dude, why
Like,
is
there
this
is-
so
there
much
is no
white space in
capitalization.
between and this is so congested? Why is there an ellipsis here?
One question, why this resume exists?
Can I just institute?
Bro, this is so special. It has a lot of white space and it is still crammed. It is like the most white space we have seen till now, and it is still one of the most
Clown.
cracked resumes.
Bro was definitely doing something with that white thing.
Look, no. Look, I am seeing steganography here and wondering if there's something in the white spaces.
वो एक सेकंड है साइबर सिक्योरिटी का है बंदा.
Oh, dude.
हैक कर लेगा आपको, बच के
कोई
रहना.
लिंक है क्या स्टेगनोग्राफी वाला? इसका लिंक है क्या? वो
भेज
नहीं, स्क्रीनशॉट है तो लिंक कहाँ से मिलेगा?
Screenshot है भाई, क्या ही
नहीं,
करेंगे?
रहने दो, मत खोलो भाई.
Bro is running a CTF in this, bro. शादी. Oh my god.
नहीं, मेरे को देखना स्टेगनोग्राफी का टूल क्या बना है इसने. भाई फोटोशॉप से ही तो हो जाता है आधा काम.
Look like that. Look at it. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god.
बंद
No.
कर दो, बंद कर दो. जुलाई
भाई
बंद
बस
कर दो.
ये अभी
ये इसका
फर्स्ट पेज
second
है.
page है.
How did it
Second
get
page है.
worse? How did it get worse, bro?
Did you see coming soon? Did you see coming soon in that
Bro, I
project?
finally found out इतना वाइट स्पेस किया वहाँ पे इसने वायरस छुपा रखा है.
एक मिनट.
नहीं, नीवन ऊपर जा. एक प्रोजेक्ट में इसने कमिंग सून डाल रखा है.
कमिंग व्हाट?
No, go to the back one. Yeah, where?
Remote access tool in Python coming soon.
वो रैट बना रहा है.
भाई, that is in a different color.
और
Oh
वो
my
टूल
god.
नहीं, टूल किट बोलते हैं उसको.
Dude, why are there emojis at the bottom, bro? I totally missed that. What is happening?
When he was about to born, his parents said that my boy is coming soon.
ज्यादा हो रहा
वहाँ पे
है,
direction
ज्यादा
दे दिया
इतना
किस
आगे
तरफ
मत ओए रुको,
उसमें.
लाइन क्रॉस मत करो, ध्यान रखो, ठीक है भाई, पर्सनल नहीं होना, आराम से भाई.
Okay.
ठीक है, next
Overall-
next करते हैं.
Somehow it got worse. Okay.
So like we're
Bro,
skipping
one
this or
second.
like we're reading-
One second, उसने अपना resume analyze किया. पीछे एक बार जाना प्रोजेक्ट.
हाँ, पीछे.
हाँ,
अभी जो स्क्रीन था.
इसमें वो नहीं
This
होता है.
shows my expert system level programming skills.
Wait, go ahead.
Bro is analyzing his own resume.
Wait, कहाँ पे है?
Okay. Oh, so whoever this resume belongs to, dude, you guys really need to find a better way to display it. Okay, make it go to overleaf or anything. Canva is also fine at this point, but please use something.
My
This is
notepad
not
is better.
recorded. This is
Even
not
notepad is
recorded.
enough.
Yeah.
Bro, ये वाला मेरे को भेजना. I need to show to some people कैसे resume कभी मत बनाना.
अब मुझे पहला वाला रेज्यूमे अच्छा लग रहा है, पता है, जिसको आपने 2 की रेटिंग दी थी.
Oh wait, this is actually pretty neat. Okay, this is good. I have hope now. Oh my god. Okay, BS in Electronic Systems 9.45 perfect. Board of Secondary Education 12th class probably not necessary, but you got 94, so it's fine. Teaching assistant. I mean, if you don't have any other experience, then you can put this in. But honestly speaking, you'd probably 2023 means you're probably still in your second year, so this is okay if you want to go out and look for internships or research internships. That's fine. Projects, class D audio amplifier. Okay, circuit schematic. Okay, so this is an electronics resume. So for the fact that you gave the circuit schematics and then you also pretty much gave. All right, so don't say with a good power efficiency. Tell me what the power efficiency is. All right, just give me a number. If it's above 80, I'm pretty much going to be impressed. All right. One should have a deep understanding of working principle of OAMs to build a class D. Are you trying to? भाई मेरे को सिखा रहे हैं electronics resume में.
Bro, do share this resume with me. Not joking.
रेड वाला
प्रियांशु bro, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाला चाहिए ना Excel के लिए?
ये मेरा नहीं है भाई, दिस मीटिंग इज नॉट माइन, तुम निखिल और इसको अक्षय को बोले.
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ लगेगा ना अपने को एक्सेल के लिए इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाले बंदे.
भाई रख लो. हाँ,
भाई, आप यहाँ पे हायर
ऐसे तो रेज्यूमे स्टोर ही रहेंगे. हाँ, हम लोग भाई,
मैंने
हमारी
बोला
नजर
ना.
हर तरफ है.
निखिल, किसी को रेज्यूमे मतलब वी विल यूज द रेज्यूमे टू प्रोवाइड यू गाइस विद द मोर अपॉर्चुनिटीज. तो
I mean,
किसी को चाहिए तो
देखो,
इनसे निखिल भाई से ले लेना.
99.2 percentile in JEE mains is like very good.
Yeah.
इसको ऊपर होना चाहिए, to be honest.
This one is fine. To be very honest, it's okay. However, because this guy's in second year, I would appreciate having this metric. But if you're in fourth year and you're still showing off your percentile in GE mains, probably not the best go, just from a resume standpoint, because it kind of gives the wrong impression that, okay, this guy's still talking about his GE mains score. If you got like,
उसके बाद कुछ मिला ही नहीं.
Yeah, like let's say for example you got under AIR 100 in JE Advanced, or like top 1,000 people, then definitely you should go there. You should definitely highlight it, or you could make an objective point and say, hey, this is my career goal, and I got JE Advanced rank this much and my percentile was this much. But probably once you evolve in your role, probably remove this. It's going to be a red flag for a lot of recruiters that are going to look at this. Projects also, maybe don't teach the HR and just say what you did. Okay, I appreciate it, but probably somebody else won't. So yeah, technical skills also looks pretty good. Video editing, you probably might not want to add if it's not important, but I mean, at this point, this is still better than most of the resumes we've seen today. My God, I'd give it a solid 5. It's okay. Okay, what's the next one, guys? Ooh, okay, okay. Skills at the very top is a bold move, man. Okay. I appreciate the fact that I don't say education here. That's actually pretty good. Project Siksha Shayak. Oh, dude, it's at the very bottom. That's
Education नीचे ही था.
yeah, it's good. It's good. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's go to the skills first, right? Let's go to the skills first. All right. So C++, Java, Python, JavaScript, C, Solidity. Okay. So Web3. I'm expecting a Web3 project now. Web dev, you have a couple of stuff. Databases, I think you can kind of accumulate it somewhere. Like databases, tools, and tech ko try and combine it. So Thunder Client, Git, GitHub, Ganache, MetaMask. All right, so guys, just a rule of thumb: if you have the space, add tools and tech. But if you don't have the space, probably don't add it because it's redundant. Usually we have an expectation of what you guys like. These are base minimum requirements, so unless you have the space, don't add them. So coming to projects, pretty good. You have a live link, which is really appreciated. This gives you brownie points with the HR or the recruiter. Yeah, Priyansh, go ahead.
भाई वो टूल्स एंड टेक में मेटामास्क क्यों है? मतलब इज ही अ
अरे
डेवलपर ऑफ
मेटामास्क
मेटामास्क?
प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहा होगा आई थिंक.
Hmm.
मेरा
मेटामास्क
क्वेश्चन है
प्रोग्रामिंग क्या
VS
होता
कोड
है?
क्यों है?
वो तो टूल्स में चलो आगे, ऊपर से फिर लाइक ब्लॉकचेन भी अलग से लिखा है जबकि उसके ऊपर ऑलरेडी डाल रखा है. मतलब इट्स अ लिटिल लाइक कोई
Redundant.
अगर, हाँ
ये
अगर कोई,
डेटाबेसेस एंड टूल टेक को मिक्स कर सकता था बंदा, क्योंकि
Yeah,
ब्लॉकचेन इज
हाँ
आल्सो अ डेटाबेस इफ यू थिंक अबाउट इट, एंड MongoDB
exactly.
and
या
MySQL are also a form of tech.
या
You could
मतलब
make, yeah.
कम में ज्यादा बोलो बेसिकली अपने रेज्यूमे में.
You don't need to be that redundant, all right? So just kind of combine it, make it more consolidated. This is pretty good. I really like the project section. Again, like I said, maybe explain a little bit more about the project, but you've given the live link, so that's actually, it's pretty good. Secure patch, blockchain based patch management system. Developed a secure and robust patch management system using blockchain technology, ensuring data. Okay, you've given a GitHub link. Okay, put this at the bottom. All right, live links at the top, GitHub at the bottom. Algo Vista algorithm visualizer using React, pretty good. Okay, engineered a dynamic platform for students to intuitively visualize sorting algorithms. Okay, good, good. If you have a number, probably add a number like how many students used it, how many algorithms do you cover, what is the coverage that you guys give. Internship experience, pro, career academy, training assistant. Okay, you, again, like I said, teaching assistants, training assistants probably don't get the most browning points. So maybe unless you don't have anything else, don't put it in. Assisted a team in training 30 adult students from Los Angeles in full stack development and CDM, contributed to creating and maintaining training materials and documents. Okay, pretty standard. Achievements, secured a rank of 172 in coach of starters, 132C. Okay. Successfully solved over 100 complex problems holding night badge on lead code. Also, okay. Awarded best project in college. This has to be on the top. Led the NCC contingent in school. Okay, why? I don't know why this is in achievements. This is more of a non-technical thing, so probably don't have it. International. Okay, champion of the Asian regional space settlement design. Why isn't this at the very top? All right, because you've bolded NASA headquarters, Orlando, Florida, so well. Why isn't this at the top? I need to see this at the beginning. All right, these other achievements are pretty standard. Okay, but this is really unique. I want to see this at the top. And education, KMIT. Okay, you don't need to put your high school. Even you don't need to put your inter college as well. BTech education is fine. That's like one line. After a year, it's not even going to be there. So MPC tak theek tha, don't put your high school. Coursework also fine, you can combine it in education. The right side over here, it's really cluttered, so maybe add some margins over there. Engagement and contributions is also pretty good, so why don't you put the leader of the NCC contingent and then put it up over here? All right. I think that would have been better. All right. So overall, pretty good. Lots of improvements that can be made, but honestly speaking, given the stuff that we've seen today, I think this is a solid 7.
Nikhil, I think you should know this guy.
I have an idea who this guy is.
हाँ प्रियांशु,
क्या हुआ?
अरे हैंड रेस कर रहा था ना. ओह
Ajay, chalo. Let's go to the next one, guys.
Bro, one more
Uh,
thing, एक उसमें एक
Mhm.
टाइपो किया उसने एनसीसी
Okay.
वाला लाइन में. वो A सर्टिफिकेट है, like the name of the certificate is A certificate, earning a certificate. यहाँ पे ग्रामर हिल गया भाई का.
Probably want to put that in quotations and bold it if it's
Yeah.
separate. I'm not sure if it's an A certificate.
Yeah,
so
it
maybe
is A
A by-
certificate.
Okay.
It is A certificate. A certificate, C certificate.
A is a level, right? So probably
Yeah.
put that in quotes
Like
so
the
that we know
juniors.
that. So grammar is like the number one thing you guys have to check, guys. Okay, I'm not even checking the grammar here. If we went through that, that would have taken a lot longer. But trust me, that's something you're gonna have to do. Give it to GPT, give it to Grammarly. Make sure the grammar is right before you send it out.
let's be prepared for the next one.
बाय द वे निखिल भैया, 81 people are watching you right
By
now.
notice board.
This is a textbook, bro.
Exactly.
What is this? Bhai, bro, if I go down and see personal bio data, I'm going to think this is, oh shit. Okay, no, I go down, please. Go down. Wait. Oh,
Someone is saying,
no.
bro, skip these.
Oh no.
भाई रोस्ट करने के लिए तो आया भाई, ये सब
हाँ.
स्किप करेंगे तो क्या मतलब.
निवान, बस एक बार फिर भी चेक कर लेना, मैंने गलती से ना दे दिया हो वो थोड़ा सा पर्सनल इन्फो, फिर इशू हो जाएगा.
Okay.
Okay, no. Okay, guys, no. You don't need... This looks like it came out of a textbook, guys. Okay, skills. You don't need to put everything in bullet points. Okay, this is bad. I agree. We're going to be skipping this. All right. It doesn't deserve the time or the screen time. Skip kar do.
This got more screen time than
Newspaper
Shirotela
man.
and Daku Maharaj.
Okay, so where am I supposed to focus on? What is
Where
my...
do I start?
Exactly. So your education and your skills are here. All right. Immediately, I'm seeing an imbalance. What is happening here? Projects, again, I don't see any links. There is just a bunch of text. The font is super small. And immediately, I'm going left to right, and I'm losing context.
क्या अमृतांशु?
This resume requires parallel processing.
मैं कूड़ा इसको लेके बना दिया होगा. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This guy's better formatting. Do not do the side-by-side thing ever. All right. So unless, I know a lot of people are going to say side-by-side is good, but not like this. Don't put 2 columns of text and expect somebody to read this because it's really, really painful. I'm probably not going to go through the hassle of reading it. Okay. Not
Just wait till you see mine.
भाई तूने क्या दे दिया? ये किसका है अब? Okay, this is a Canva template. I recognize this. It's
Yes.
fine. Okay, career objective doesn't have to be there. Rishikesh absolutely hates career objectives. He's going to roast the hell out of this. So Gen AI intern, Second Brain Labs. Okay, this is good, but you probably want to add a couple of other things that you've done. Executed targeted marketing campaigns utilizing Gen AI chatbots, resulting in a 52% increase in qualified leads. Now, if this was for a marketing intern, maybe I would have considered it, but you need to be more specific on what Gen AI chatbots you used because this is a technical resume. Projects, end-to-end customer lifetime value prediction system. Again, I don't see what technology you've used. You've added numbers. So I'm really, really happy that you've done that. But you need to add the technology that you've also used. Chicken disease classifier. Okay, image classification model. What model did you use? Please add that. Reduced spread of disease by 30% needs to be highlighted. Saved overall losses by 50%. Very impressive. Good. Implemented MLOps strategies leading to a 50% improvement. Also very nice. Dude, this guy really got the numbers very well. If he had added the technology stack also, it would have been really, really nice. COVID-19 data analysis. Probably remove this one because this is a very generic project. Everyone's done this. HR board with Power BI. If you are applying for a data analyst role, if Prathamesh was here, he'd really love this. He'd probably want you to put this on top. So also explain what the dashboard was for, unless you were like, since this is a personal project, I think you can add that. If you were on an NDA, then probably don't. Education, you put on the side. Human languages actually is not necessary. I'm going to say something controversial here, but some people at least some recruiters will actually reject you based on what languages you speak. So probably don't add the languages. Data science, okay, good, but data science is like a really general thing because you have data analytics tools, you have ML tools, you have a lot of other, you have Docker, which is a DevOps tool also, right? So instead of saying data science, put libraries and put frameworks. So that would probably be better. Programming languages, Python and SQL kind seems unimpressive, to be very honest. So probably integrate that in a better way. Okay, so solid resume. I don't really like the format. So probably you probably want to change it. This isn't very ATS friendly, but pretty good content. Solid content is really solid.
Bro, one thing, to me the numbers look very fake.
Okay, okay.
You see, everything is like in fives, like only one value is in fives, everything else is in tens.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And यहाँ पे जो चिकन डिजीज वाला था उसमें आई
Super
डोंट नो
perfect. So
वेयर
it
ही
has an issue.
मेड दैट चेंज. अगर वो पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट है देन हाउ आर यू लाइक कहाँ पे कौन से फार्म पे एनालिसिस किया, वो
You
कोई
need that
डेटा
in,
नहीं है.
you need that information as well. The
Because you
context.
need to build trust as well.
Right. Right. So see, here's the thing, guys. You guys really need to add numbers. So that's one thing that we really, highlighted. But you guys also have to make sure that they're not fake. All right. That's an unspoken rule. Okay. I'm going forward thinking that all of this is real numbers. All right. I'm not going into the ethics part of it, but that's a very important thing. Make sure that the numbers are real. Don't fake it, because if it comes to an interview and you're in front of a HR or you're in front of a engineer, he or she can very easily find out if you're faking. Okay.
And you will fumble because you will be nervous in that
But
Yeah.
case.
Dude, इसका तो तूने ये blog भी नहीं किया.
because this name is a pseudonym.
अच्छा, are
Yeah.
you sure?
हाँ.
Okay,
Most
see, please
competence.
skim and scan. That's not the point of the resume roast, right? So we want to go really fast, but at the same time, we want to make sure people know how to actually set up
एक
the
second,
resume.
is it like a troll or what? Look at the skills. Look at the
Look at the
skills, bro.
profile. Look at the profile. It's like a paragraph, bro.
This is not how a senior engineer writes.
It was lawyer.
If they're a
It
senior
was
engineer,
Bro,
they
lawyer.
won't
look at
even
the
look at
skills,
this.
bro. Marriage consultant, divorce lawyer, rap battles, rapping at a Chinese factory.
Gay rights
Millionaire.
activist. Look
Millionaire.
at the last one, gay rights activist.
Graduated with high
Bro,
honors and
कर
my
क्या रहा
4
है?
wives.
What the fuck?
Just
Bro,
skip.
this is a troll. This is a troll. मेरे को देख के समझ
Definitely
में
a
आ गया.
troll, bro.
Bro, send this to me, please.
Okay.
And by the
मेरे
way,
को
guys,
चाहिए.
we have received a lot of resumes and we are selecting them at random. And some people have submitted after the meeting was started. So please wait until your resume comes up here. And
अच्छा
we are
मेरा कर
not.
देना भाई please. मेरा
Okay,
कर
so
देना.
guys, since you guys have been so patient with
Bhaiya,
us
sorry,
and
we
through
cannot be
here for the
biased.
resume roast, what
Huh,
I'm going to
huh.
do is, all right, since so many of you have sent out your resumes and they've wanted like feedback, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to sit down with Akshay. I'm going to sit down with the team.
Huh.
Once, if we have not covered your resume here, I'll make sure that we can send you an email with the feedback that we have about your resume so that you can make improvements. Okay, it's going to be short. It's not going to be really detailed like I'm going to be doing here, but me and Akshay are going to sit down and we'll send you guys an email. All right. अरे भाई फिर से टेक्स्ट बुक लेके आ गया
भाई
तू.
And
साहब.
again, one more
ये
thing. This is
1990s का है.
this is damn 2-page resume with SQL-like structure.
Okay, so number one, I'm very career objective again. No, we
ऋषिकेश
don't
भैया,
need it.
ऋषिकेश
Academics.
भैया,
Oh, bhai.
नहीं बताइए करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव पढ़िए एक बार.
Bhai, see, my whole thing is, you're an undergrad and you're saying that you're from 2020 to 2023. I'm like, what career objective? You're an undergrad. That too, like second or third year. What objective will you have? What special thing you have that others don't? You can keep the career objective. I don't have a problem with it. Unless it's like something very extremely amazing, I don't see the use there.
Companies don't really care what the fuck you want to do. They
Yeah.
want
They
their
want
shit
to
to get
hire
done.
you.
Like, bhai, see, when you have a one-page resume, every bit of space is very, very, very crucial. Rather than having a career objective, that space can go to like a project or an experience or skill set, something other than English. That's my whole thing.
Uh, so yeah, academics, again, you don't need to repeat your core courses so much, because I'm not really hiring an academician. I'm not hiring a student, I'm hiring a worker. I need you to highlight your skills. All right. So I'm looking at, you have a CGPA and a GPA. I don't need both of them unless you're sending this to the US, in which case it's going to be desk rejected. They're not really going to care about universities in the US. Achievements you put at the very top, so that's pretty good. If you don't have the experience, then this is probably pretty suitable. Selected projects, again, go down, man, go down. Built a multi-user household services platform using Flask. Okay. Handling 3 user roles.
Handling 3 user roles. Oh my god.
Oh, damn. सर्वर हैंग हो
3
गया
यूजर रूल्स कैसे हो गए भाई? मेरे से एक नहीं समझता.
कस्टमर
डी प्रोजेक्ट
नहीं भाई, मेरा ऐप पूरा एडमिन पे चलता है. कस्टमर्स को मैं एडमिन अकाउंट देके रखता हूँ मैं,
डायरेक्टली
क्योंकि परमिशन का इश्यूज हो जाता है.
But for a resume,
Bad
I
to
think this was
project.
formatted pretty fine. It looks like the spacing of it just makes it look very neat.
Yeah.
Yes, spacing and also highlighting. क्या highlight?
Yeah,
He's
that's-
highlighting the wrong things, I guess.
See, you want to
doesn't
highlight
matter.
numbers. Designed simulated collaborative robot. See, you should have highlighted MATLAB and RoboDK. Why didn't you highlight that? Why are you highlighting simulated, bro? Doesn't make sense. So probably
Maybe I was
Probably
optimizing it for ATS.
I don't think so. Wait, this is the
It's
second
the second page, yeah.
Oh my god, there is a second
page.
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 Okay.
Minor projects. What is the difference between your major? Bye, Priyanshu. Thanks for joining. So, okay. Major and minor projects. Yeah, that's not going to work, guys. You're going to have to choose 2 to 3 projects
Rocket
that you want to
launcher.
highlight. What? Based
Rocket launcher?
Motor controlled rocket launch system with time.
ये minor कैसे हो गया? मेरा doubt ये है.
Exactly. What's this minor, bro?
This is the highest altitude he has ever reached with a project, and it is still a minor.
And Siemens TI, dude, what is happening, bro? These are like proper projects you
Bro,
would see
skills
from
इतना
like
नीचे क्यों? I don't even know ये कौन सा job ढूंढ रहा बंदा.
He has
इसको
paper
करना क्या है?
publications.
Bro is
He has
trying
a
to find
design
aliens.
patent.
Wait,
Bro has
yeah,
a design patent
Bro,
and it's
ये
the bottom
नीचे
of
क्या
his
कर रहा है ये
resume.
सब? ये सब
why is
नीचे
this
क्या
on the
कर रहा है?
second page, dude? Okay, this is like a very obvious case of someone who is really talented but doesn't really understand how to format the resume. Dude, okay, so obviously you have a whole bunch of stuff that is really, really cool. All right. Change the formatting, make sure education gets the least space as possible, get rid of the objective. Rishikesh, absolute, like as Rishikesh said, you don't need the objective. Put everything important up. Sushant, just say, huh?
Bro, इससे मेरे दिमाग में एक स्टोरी आ गया. लाइक ठीक है, एक एचआर है, ठीक है, उसको अपनी कंपनी के लिए एक ऐसा बंदा चाहिए कि बहुत कुछ कर सकता है बहुत अच्छे से. ठीक है, उसने इसका फर्स्ट पेज पढ़ा और इसने ये रेज्यूमे बाहर फेंक दिया. अब इसका फ्यूचर कॉम्पिटिटर ने वो रेज्यूमे पीछे से पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया, एंड उसका फ्यूचर कॉम्पिटिटर ने उसकी कंपनी को तोड़ गिराया. Just because he could not see the second page because he did not like the first one.
तो ये तो HR का लॉस हो गया. Bro is
वही
still
बोल रहा हूँ,
admin.
वही बोल रहा हूँ. Still, so it is not a bad resume if you think
I,
about it.
I am not sure if he doesn't know or if he doesn't care.
अमृतांशु
That's actually
आपकी
a good
I
question.
feel like
तरह.
I feel like he just doesn't know because
हाँ.
like there are so many formats for resumes these days. It's kind of hard to figure out which is good and which is bad.
So he just made
But
his own
bhai,
1990s
when you have a design patent and good projects, what's the point of having certifications? कौन देखेगा उसको?
Bro, मेरे को ये वाली resume भी चाहिए by the way.
Yeah, for me also.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh
4-line
my God.
summary, immediate red flag, man. I think he's an AIR 10 and J advanced. Bro, go back. Go back.
Seriously? Nice.
What the hell?
Wait, hang on.
भाई तूने बंद क्यों कर दिया? It's a roast, bro. Okay, go back. Go forward now.
No, actually, it says the file could not be accessed. I don't know what happened. Wait a second.
Give it a second. That's fine.
I presume that's mine.
Bro, did you write something to crash the thing or something, Sushant?
No,
ब्रो
it's
मेरा
me.
नहीं है,
Naveen,
not
Naveen,
me.
me.
अच्छा नवीन
मेरा
का
आने
है।
दो ना, फिर समझ में आएगा क्रैश क्या होता है।
I don't think
I'm
I
very,
भाई मैं
understand
सही,
I'm
how
very
you
like
coding
मेरे भी एक
like
साइबर
excited.
सेक
my
का एक्सपीरियंस है,
system
ठीक है।
via PDF.
I'm very excited to see Sushant and Nikhil's resumes now.
निखिल भैया तो एंड में दिखाएंगे रेज्यूमे।
निखिल ब्रो वन थिंग, मेरे में जाना ना तो मेरा हर एक लिंक ओपन है, लाइक मेरा गेटअप वगैरह सब कुछ
हाँ।
ओपन करना। ओके
अरे हाँ अक्षय को बोल दो करवा देंगे अभी। अरे वो बंदा मजाक कर रहा था यार, वो 10 कुछ नहीं था।
No, but this
अरे वो
is also,
बोलना
I
चाह रहा था
think,
कि इसने 10 रैंक ला के
वो
इसने
हाँ
नहीं लिखा, दैट
sarcastically।
वाज द जोक।
I wouldn't be surprised honestly with how much he's able to display, even if he was AI. But
Probably
it
he
looks
just ran the exam, he was the person conducting the examinations.
Akshay, if mine certificate, if my resume is not loading, shall I send you again?
हाँ नहीं एक मिनट। ओके व्हाट्सएप
हाँ
में
या
भेज
नहीं?
है।
oh my god.
ओके भेज दो व्हाट्सएप पे।
भेजता
Don't try,
हूँ।
please don't try kick me. It sounds like you're baiting someone for a phishing website.
Okay, about me you don't need these many lines, guys.
Just
About me you
just
don't need these many lines.
ये नंबर
Certifications
मीटिंग के
very
बाद
nice.
बढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं। अरे हो पाएंगे नहीं हो पाएंगे।
is it correlated now?
touch me, जरा जरा click me.
भाई
Bhai, wait.
भाई
Pursuing
Okay, wait.
BS plus MTech data science and applications, bhai. Okay, fine, fair. मतलब ये बंदा डिग्री लेवल का है। Okay. Yeah, IIT Madras does have an online MTech also. It's been around for almost 4 months, I guess. So projects experience. Okay, this is pretty fine, I'd have to say. I don't really think the format is ATS optimized, but okay. Advanced sales data to maximize revenue and optimize inventory management using pandas and bold kar lena. Also, you need to bold and format a little bit better. That's the only thing over here, right? Go down. Yeah,
And the
skills.
number of bullet points are very uneven across all.
Right. Yeah, so you have to be a little bit more, you have to have the same format everywhere. Okay, you need to have 3 points or 2 points everywhere. Make it uniform. If it's not uniform, it's not going to look good. Cool. All right. Yeah, let's go to the next one, guys.
Okay.
Did you rate that? Oh my god. Oh.
Click me की जगह क्या? Just put the link. You don't have to say anything. Just put the
Bro
link.
just dogged
Link is fine.
himself. Bro just dogged himself.
Yeah, that is me.
By the
I
way
don't
guys,
think
अगर तुम लोग का resume आता है and yoga guys are comfortable, do open your mics please.
I
Yeah.
would be more than happy.
Yeah.
आमने सामने रोस्ट करने में ज्यादा मजा आता है ना।
नहीं भाई उसको ई लफड़ा कहते हैं। नहीं
Can you
करना।
guys hear me?
हाँ बोलिए।
Anupriti, yes. Yeah. Go
The
ahead.
click me one was mine.
Okay. Oh god.
I'll just put links.
जरा click me.
No, dude.
So was mine roasted or not? I was looking on the other chat.
एक
I
मिनट।
missed out.
Bro didn't realize कि he was roasted.
Oh, I was. Sadly, I missed out. I
Okay.
have a question regarding that. See, I have a quick question. The thing is, till now, I don't have experience in the ML. I have experience being the operation intern and handling some of the clubs and all of our degree only. So
Okay.
I was trying to step into ML now onwards. So, but these are my experiences also. So as you have mentioned for my resume, for on the now onwards, shall I simply hide all those experiences and write out with my building up? Or should I add my experiences as well? Because these are the experience that are job experience that I had. If you can show my
Only irrelevant experiences he has.
Remove the irrelevant ones, keep the relevant ones. All right, so that's one.
He does not have any relevant experience, he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
okay.
ML domain, I have none.
Bro,
That's why I
just
was
go to
asking.
b10x.com. It is a rupees 9 course.
Though he said chat GPT and AI tools, it just burns my head so much like chat GPT and AI tools. Fucking
Yes.
hell. And then people
So
say they're
In his
shitty.
world, in B10X world, only ChatGPT exists.
After, oh my God,
Everything else is AI tools.
he needs simply some prompts ready, and with those he simply do that. That's all. Bullshit.
Can you go
Bro,
down?
like think
This one
about
is
it,
really
like
good.
how much we could make if it was like a whole cohort, this like a
Oh, it,
resume guide
oh,
thing
it.
for rupees 9.
Can you
How
share
many people like who are
this
desperate will be signing up?
on this
We
resume?
don't really want to do that, but okay. Let's go up.
You
Let's
can
start
probably
with
do that.
this one.
Huh.
This
Let's
one
start
is
with
Let's
this
start
one.
with this one.
this one is by far the best one I've seen.
So far, yeah. Technical skills में critical thinking क्यों आया भाई? Don't call it critical thinking.
I have one thing to nitpick. Beside SQL and besides Spring Boot, there are 3 full stops and not a comma.
Wait, where? Dude,
Spring
yeah.
Boot
Oh, after Spring Boot, yeah,
After
before
Yeah.
Net
Spring Boot,
820.
check the
and
formatting.
and the spacing between commas between
Spaces
machine
are
learning
not there.
software
Spaces are
Spaces are
engineering.
not
non-existent.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Oops के
resume
बाद आगे पीछे देखो उल्टा लगा है, पहले की जगह बाद में लगा दिया है.
Okay,
Oops.
comparative.
Oops.
Literal oops.
Literal.
This is more like a course curriculum that you've added here. So probably rename it to like relevant coursework rather than saying, these are my critical thinking skills. Some people might like it, some people might not. Coming to experience, you put the most relevant one at the top. Associate software engineering intern. You have a link. That's pretty good. All right. So assisted senior software engineers in delivering a scalable and robust product. That's not necessary. All right. You kind of, if you're an intern, it's automatically assumed that you're going to be talking with somebody else. तो खुद का company नहीं चल रहा है ना. You're probably working under somebody. So that's not necessary. Updating the website's UI according to Figma designs and helping them generate a transactional revenue of $700 million. भाई तो
Dollar.
फिर भाई
रेज्यूमे क्यों
तो
है? क्यों
इधर
है
क्या कर
Dollar.
रहा है?
रेज्यूमे?
It's
इधर क्या
dollar.
कर रहा है तू?
भाई
Yeah,
फंडिंग
yeah.
दे दो प्लीज.
highlight करना भाई. Also don't say dollar, put the dollar symbol.
Okay,
Okay.
bro, 1 second. He
Mhm.
updated the website's UI and that cost $700 million.
But 1 second.
What the hell? Does not make
I
sense.
feel like 700 million is like
Yeah, sorry,
it's a
sorry.
little.
Can you like? There's much more to it. I'll reframe it correctly. More than that, like there are much more
More
internal
than
processes.
that?
Anyways. Yeah. So UI was my main thing which I started with.
Then
Then
it should
I
be 700 million plus
yeah,
something.
it is. The company is
And
currently $1.15 billion revenue generating company. So
Bro,
actually,
but the thing is, just because it is not just because of your UI. Your UI does not correspond to like 50% of their valuation, is what I'm
sure,
saying.
sure.
So
And I
probably
think
it
one more
could be
thing.
misleading.
One more thing is
Yeah, it
don't
missed
put
it.
exact revenue numbers. Put approximate ones.
sure.
So Experian assist again. You don't have to add the assisting partner. All right. It's obvious. You're an intern. You're under somebody. So projects wise, you have the links. This is a lot of text. Okay. This is a lot of text for me to process. Probably highlight, so that I can see exactly what I need to focus on. I don't see a lot of metrics, even if there are there, they're actually hidden. So a real-time front-end project for Web3. Give it a name, man. Give it a name. Okay, give it a name already. Press releases from text. Okay, the text, the T has to be capital.
Again, the
It's
same comma full stop issue in the Spring Boot and .NET.
probably
In
gonna
the
have to.
Yeah, just push it to push it through ChatGPT once, and you will get like a clean output. So that's it.
Yeah. So research also pretty good. Maybe if it's for more of a research role, you might want to put this up near your experience, because research is also a part of experience, right? So
Yeah, research
education
falls under experience.
experience. So probably put this above projects. That's actually a plus. Education wise, came okay, fine. This is good. You didn't add your GPA, so that's also perfect. Let's go down. Leadership and extracurriculars is at the very bottom. So that's pretty good in my opinion. Formatting is nice. Instead of keeping it so cramped with like 4 points, maybe consolidate it a little bit more so that it reads better. And pretty much okay, good. It's nice. It's nice. You have
And
links.
bold the parts that matter, the numbers, the metrics, whatever things you have used to get those numbers and how they matter.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, this is like really it's near perfect.
It's probably 8.5. It's probably one of the best we've seen so far today.
Also, bro, what does extracurricular mean? You don't have a fixed curriculum because you're like there is nothing to be extra from. right?
No, that's fine. Extracurricular is okay. It's part of
Actually,
the
I
way we
didn't
say
have a
so.
place to put all like
I feel like these are more
certification
of
and achievement is different.
achievements.
It
So
will
I
be
put
just achievements. Yeah, it
Yeah,
will be
these are
just
achievements,
achievements.
bro. They are not extracurriculars. Just name them as achievements. And rename research as publications because it's a research
sure.
publication.
Yeah, publications makes more sense.
Yep. But yeah, it's beautiful.
Awesome.
Neevan, are you kidding? Till 9?
बहुत resumes हैं.
हाँ तो till 9 के भाई 8:30 हो रहा है, नहीं देखता?
9 बजे कैसे खत्म होगा?
वही तो इससे
अरे
कह रहा हूँ
ये
मैं.
20 मिनट में कितने करेगा?
at least 9:30 10 तक तो जाएगा भाई. That
Yeah,
was the time we
yeah,
planned.
maybe, yeah.
हाँ, निखिल भाई ने तो बोला ही ऑलरेडी 3 घंटे एट लीस्ट.
Okay,
हाँ.
this is Naveen's, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, you have done it. I thought I was thinking maybe my resume hacked the system, or because I can see on the screen third time today. Yeah.
Bro, he's so skilled. He does not even know that he hacked something.
Bro, believe that if something is hacked, he will be behind it.
Arey, wait. Okay, so as soon as we're done with this, somebody has an exam tomorrow. Let's take a look at theirs because they've been
Okay,
asking like
okay.
for the 5th time.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Summary.
what's your name?
नवीन क्या समराइज कर रहे हो भाई? 4 पैराग्राफ में, 4 लाइन में नहीं चाहिए समरी. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. ठीक है, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं लिख रहे हम. वी डोंट नीड अ प्रीएम्बल. इट्स फाइन. वी जस्ट गेट rid of it. Work experience, user experience designer, Finzi, very nice. Okay. Creative writer, Gen AI Club, operations. Okay, this is very ad hoc. It's all over the place. So depending on, so this is actually a pretty good hack. If you don't have the relevant experience, let's say for example you're a user experience designer, all right, and you're applying for an ML role, then you could probably convert whatever you said, like collaborating with cross-functional teams to align product design and market research needs. Instead of saying this, you could say I used ML models or large language models to consolidate market research and generate reports. Okay, so it's not the most optimized thing. Obviously it doesn't really change what you did, but there is a good chance that an ATS might pick up LLM and machine learning and try to push your resume forward. All right, so again, very ad hoc, all over the place. Possibly try and get some relevant experience and add it here, even if it's like open source. If you can't really do if you can't land an internship, probably do open source so that you can at least put something on your workex. And yeah, also some white spaces there here and there. You might want to change the formatting too. Can we go down, guys?
Uh-huh.
So education's at the very bottom. Additional information, probably put this at the top. This is skills, man. Okay, because you don't have the relevant like experience, put the skills at the top. Okay. Works?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so one more point I have. I recently joined in like my Fincy work that I was doing. It ended. Basically, my work was to design the app for them, which is done. And now I don't really have work for that. So I have shifted and I am doing I have joined another internship, which is business development. So like my main aim is to go into ML, but that I saw that opportunity, I applied, and fortunately, with the shittiest interview that I had ever done, I still passed and I have joined in there. So, like, shall I continue with that? Because my aim is to go into ML only, and I feel that maybe the what my job there is currently is simply to do market research, and probably it will develop into contacting with the clients as well, as far as I can see. But I don't really know, and I think it may hinder a bit then in my ML display. Like I don't know how I can showcase that business development experience into the ML world. Like I plan to go into ML. The thing is, I'm learning ML currently for like 5 to 6 months or so. After that, I'll switch into ML. I was thinking rather than simply waiting empty at home, I can join another internship. Now that I can see.
Okay.
Naveen bro, can you tell like what exactly like what you want to do with ML? Like you have data analysis,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can be like
yeah,
building
yeah.
your own models.
Yeah.
What
So the
exactly is
thing
it?
is, I am interested in utilization of AI in healthcare. Currently, my thought process is to develop the into the NLP with the chatbot and summarizing the patient reports and all that. But as I am learning, so I don't really know what I will, with my exploration and my broader perspective, what I may step into forward. But currently, what I have thought of is AI in healthcare definitely, and my interest currently is lying with the NLP. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Rishikesh, you have any comments on this?
Okay, wait. Um, I'm still processing whatever he's said so far.
Exactly, me too.
Same.
So
Okay, so some important terms are AI in healthcare and
yeah, yeah,
NLP.
yeah.
Keywords.
Bro.
ChatGPT.
I
Got
hear
it.
Keyword
you.
search. Keyword search.
I hear you. I hear you. Um, See, no matter which kind of ML domain you want to enter as an MLE, it will definitely take time. So, if you have an ML intern position right now that you said you got, uh, continue with it and continue gaining experience with it. And in my opinion, based on what you said, the chatbot thing for healthcare, uh, I don't know. I mean, if you want to build such a thing, you better make it something enterprise grade, something that can turn into its own startup. Or otherwise, it can turn into a very basic project that you'll just show for like 2 months and leave.
So, you
Um,
know what, guys? Let's circle around on this discussion again. Maybe, Naveen, if you're in the group, then we can have a convo about this. That's kind of gearing towards the career guidance.
Yeah. No worries, no
Hmm?
worries.
Yeah. So,
Now,
all right. So, let's go to this one again. Why is everyone so obsessed with the
why
very
is everyone so
resume
obsessed with
summary?
profile summaries? Why?
Bro, what are you
Bro,
summarizing?
they already have software for summarizing your profile. You don't need to do
See,
that
okay,
yourself.
just a small rule of thumb. First of all, your profile summary is not even justified. It's not even like adjusted for the thing. You have not even justified the font. And second, if unless you are a senior engineer who has like 5 6 years of experience, do not even bother with a profile summary. Senior engineers are someone I see worthy who have experience in some domain, something, and they have provided value for some company that they can show in the profile summary. You are an
Showing
undergrad.
credibility.
Yeah, that shows credibility on that part. You are an undergrad. Focus on gaining experience, not showing.
No, see, profile summary, it doesn't make sense. If you don't have a career to summarize, then what are you going to summarize? Like,
Exactly.
let's say, for example, I worked 10 years in Microsoft and I'm switching to another big tech company. Then I'd want to summarize everything I did and I'd put a profile overview like manager. Even if people on YouTube, they say put an overview or a summary, they make it 1 line or 2 lines max. I don't need to know. I have also implemented a perceptron and hardware reinforcing my strong grasp of AI fundamentals. I don't need to know that. That has to go in the project section. Why is it the first thing I'm reading? If I see a block of text, as soon as I open a resume, I am going to lose all interest and I'm going to skip. All
And
right.
one more thing, if you are okay, let's just say you want to write a profile summary, you're dead set on it. Make it something unique. I am a tech enthusiast passionate about AI software development and GUI based applications. That in itself, I'll just reject it right there. See, if you are like, okay, for
Generic.
example, take
Yeah.
Nikhil, for example. He is an author. He has a book published. Then he can just say that I published a book in so and so. Take Sushant. He has a lot of experience. He can display that as a profile summary. Unless you have something unique about yourself that will make you stand out, or unless you're a senior engineer with a lot of experience, please do not bother writing a profile summary. It's a waste of time for you and waste of tokens for ChatGPT.
We're going to ignore it anyway. It
By
just
the way, bro, if you are like comfortable, can you like identify yourself? Maybe?
हाँ ये छोड़ो मैं नहीं बोल रहा आप बोल दो आपका एग्जाम है कल
Yeah, actually, please come forward and talk.
अब तो समझ गए होगे मैंने
Because
बोला तो उससे एग्जाम है
he's
कल
working on
Burning
perceptrons
start.
in hardware. It is like very close to what we are doing in Excel.
सुशांत why don't you make a QPU
What the fuck?
Quantum
Oh
processing
shit, okay.
unit.
भाई
What
अभी मेरे को
the-
एक्सेल के लिए फंडिंग नहीं मिल रहा है मैं क्वांटम में कहाँ से घुसूं अभी
Okay,
ब्रो
okay.
ये वाला
Nikhil,
रिज्यूमे मेरे को
continue.
चाहिए ब्रो ये वाला
Nikhil,
रिज्यूमे
continue.
इट इज लाइक
Continue.
रेलेवेंट
Okay, so I'm looking at the experience. You have a research internship, pretty good. You've highlight lots of white space, so kind of cut that down a little bit. Deep learning intern, very accurate, very apt. Probably add a little bit more metrics on what you have done, so that's so that I can highlight a little bit more. Built and optimized deep learning models for diverse data sets doesn't need to be its own point. It's part of your responsibility, so add it somewhere. Integrating a user-friendly GUI for Android car displays needs to be at the top because this is kind of what you did. All right. Research internship applied advanced pre-processing techniques in enhancing effective visibility contributing. All right. highlight the metrics. Highlight the metrics. Coming to projects, you've given only one link. I do not see links for all of the other ones, and it's very cluttered. All right,
It should be
it's very
separated. White
cluttered.
The
space is
spacing,
important too.
it looks cluttered because the spacing is very uneven. Just
Exactly.
work on the
Also, bro,
spacing.
look at like the title for activities and leadership. It is not separated. You are not applying grouping techniques for
And one more
anything.
thing, whenever you're displaying anything on a resume, please make it into bullets. No one has the time to read an entire paragraph. If you make it into bullets and make them short and sweet, anyone will read them happily.
Yeah, like the experience was like very clean. Although like
Yeah.
the sequence could
Right,
have been
right.
moved up
Exactly.
and down.
Better,
It
better.
was clean. It looked very nice.
Follow the same exact format for your projects and you will be fine. And when you have experience, when you have 2-3 experiences, only show 2 projects, 2 of
Yeah.
your best projects that you can speak about even during your sleep.
Basically something that if an interviewer asks you about, then you can really nail it. Okay, let's say for example you have 5 projects and the interviewer chooses the one in the middle, and you don't know anything about the one in the middle, then you're going to be in a bad spot. So just highlight one project that you're really good at, okay, and then nail it. All right, so yeah, like Rishi and Sushant said.
And don't include in activities and leadership, technically there should be leadership roles. Do not include volunteer type roles, they don't count. If you are
Agreed.
going that way, then I will include 10 different volunteer roles that I've done in my first year, but that doesn't account for anything, right? So
ये बेचारा सुशांत को क्यों रोस्ट कर रहे हो भाई?
really,
Omkar, what do you
Sushant,
mean? Like, kiss angle say?
कर दूंगा. Yeah, works. So add a little bit more white space, Sushant. Highlight a little bit more so I can focus on some of the
Absolutely, I
important
will.
stuff.
Absolutely, I
Not
will.
Sushant, sorry. पर Ashwant.
अच्छा
So
भैया
Ashwant,
अभी ना
yeah.
एक नेक्स्ट रिज्यूमे आएगा जिसमें 3 पेज हैं, सो वुड यू लाइक टू इवन रीड दैट?
no,
Yeah, it's
no
really
thanks.
long.
Just
Okay,
move
we're
forward.
skipping that.
Ashwant, bro, if you
No,
are
no,
in
no.
Agno, DM me, please. Ashwant.
भाई तो
सुशांत
resume लिख रहा है या फिर रिसर्च पेपर लिख रहा है?
हाँ, भाई मेरा नहीं है. सुशांत, I will add you in my group. वहां से तुम इन सबको कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो. And yes, I am
Oh man,
promoting
thanks.
it. हाँ, अरे निवान, नेक्स्ट रिज्यूमे.
वही 3 पेज वाला या कोई
हाँ,
और?
3 पेज वाला. I
Okay.
really want that on screen.
Okay.
Rishikesh, it's going to be a blood. Oh no.
Oh my. Oh, right.
No.
No, it doesn't
It
look
looks
that
good, but
Yeah, it
okay,
looks
screenshot कहाँ से आ गया फिर से ये?
There's another screenshot. Okay, wait. All right, so let's go through this. This might be a CV. So I'm seeing some professional experience from the US. All right, so okay, motivation. Okay, Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange. No, I need to read the summary. 1 second. Motivating globally engaged data science student, global Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange and Study alumnus with experience in international academics. Okay. So this isn't exactly optimized for a technical resume, but it's pretty good. The profile itself, like the summary itself, is nice. Maybe make it a little bit shorter, and if it's relevant to the role that you're putting out, because it seems like you have quite a bit of experience, like Rishikesh said. So that's fine. All right. So
What does a global citizen mean?
probably get rid of the fluff words as well. That wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, global citizen, like, does he have citizenship in multiple countries or something?
No, he means like he does not care about borders and everything he wants.
United we live. Okay, amazing. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, professional experience, social media specialist. Okay, use bullet points like Rishikesh said. I need to be able to differentiate between the different points. Hashtag CivEd week experience and highlight the significance of learning engagement participation in Washington DC. If you have any details about the event size and what actually happened at the event, probably do that as well, please. Right, Kennedy Logar.
Are we sure that this is a
Bro,
real
1 second. This is not professional experience. This should be an academic, right? The youth
These look
exchange
like,
and study
yeah,
program.
these look like
This is an exchange
society.
program, so it should be.
Yeah,
in
that
the-
should be an experience. It shouldn't be professional, unless he was like a ambassador for somebody.
No, he was participating in the program. He
Yeah, I
went
was
1
coming to
year.
the same point. What is Berozgar professors?
It's probably
Yeah,
the name of his company.
Yeah, that's the name of the company, but yeah, that's a nice name.
हाँ,
Very
उनका
nice
graphic
name.
का हो गया.
Very
It's a
creative.
good name.
Because given he's the professor, he is definitely still he's the founder, right? So he's still probably. You know, just like me.
Access Micro Scholarship Program. Again, that should be in, I'm pretty sure that's in, not in professional experience, that should come somewhere else. Content writer, again, authored 75 plus media articles on the mobile app ecosystem, covering trends, insights, and industry
What
developments.
ecosystem?
In which field?
Which field?
What did you cover? What
What
topic did
mobile apps? Medium, Twitter. If it's Twitter, I'm sorry, it doesn't count.
What was it? SEO optimized? Was it for a client? Was it for your own personal blog? I need that information if I'm going to make a decision. And this was page
no,
one. This was page one.
No,
It's
this was for one company. It is
I think
Apidus.
it's Apidus. Yeah, okay. That
No,
is
no, no. This resume is one page. Like this is the first page of the resume, right?
Yep.
Shit.
Apparently.
Okay. Go to the second page.
Go on.
Where is the next page? It is like at the end, right?
No, yeah, this.
Okay.
Bachelor's
So
of Science.
education again. You don't really need to put elementary and middle school as well.
Wow.
Bro,
I
wait
need
till
to
you
know.
see mine. Nikhil, wait till you see
What?
mine.
No. When I see this resume, I'll be like, wow.
I have
This
listed
was
my
born
kindergarten as well. I have listed my kindergarten.
At this point, Sushanta, you came here just for the trolls.
High school matriculation. Okay. All right. Fine. I mean,
What is matriculation?
that's 10th.
Passing class 10th.
Yeah, 10th.
By Shakespeare,
Matric.
just use something simple English.
Okay, so
Recently,
you did your high school diploma from the United States, and then you're in IIT Madras. All right. So again, you don't need to put so many educational. This isn't a resume. This is a CV. Pretty obvious. So this is fine. But
But even in
volunteer.
the CV, it's uncommon to see anything above, anything
Uh,
below
yeah,
bachelor's.
exactly.
A bachelor's, master's, PhD, perfect sense. No problem.
Volunteering. Okay. Again, trainer Wikipedian, Wikipedia Youth Conference. All right. All right. So this is cool. I guess this is pretty fine. I mean, like, obviously, you might want to streamline the wording a little bit more because I can't really make out your rules and responsibilities that well. All right. So I need more metrics, need more understanding of what value you brought to this particular event. Okay. So languages, English, Hindi, Urdu. Since
Don't
this is,
include them.
I mean, like, for this type of resume, it's fine, I think, right?
If you are applying for, if you
What
are
is
applying for,
couchsurfing?
Sorry?
What is couchsurfing? What is couchsurfing?
I don't know. Outside.
Couch surfing. Wait.
Couch
Couch.
surfing.
No, couch surfing is being a
Couch
couch potato, bro. Lazy hona.
Okay, bro. I feel
No,
like
no, no. Couch surfing. No, couch surfing is traveling to places, but like not living in hotels, but like staying with people, different people. That's what couch surfing is.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay.
interesting.
First
That
time.
sounds
this
nasty.
feels like his girlfriend's father asked for ladka kaisa hai.
Matrimony side.
हमारा लड़का NRI है.
Well, उसको
Okay.
couch surfing पसंद है.
Now I'm curious. What's on the third page? What did you even add here?
Oh my
Certificates.
God. Of course, it's certificate.
Nice.
This is cool, man. But why is this on the third page? Why not on the second?
And why
Not
are
the
you applying
first.
for technical roles? This is not a technical. I don't see anything that is like, oh, it
Bro,
immediately.
I have a
strikes me as
feeling
technical.
that he's an awesome person, but he does not need a resume in the first place.
Probably.
It does not look
Probably.
like he's searching for something. It does
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
I,
fine.
I
Also,
found.
it's phase. It's phase's resume. Okay.
Yeah,
Dude, this is a cool
nice.
resume. Definitely, if I was applying for like a social media or a
Okay,
marketing.
the projects are down here.
Projects
now
are
only
now,
I-
Projects are
okay.
on page 3.
Yeah, that is what I was about to say. Why has he not shown any projects in the resume?
Yeah,
I did not
That was
expect it to
what
be
I was
down there.
curious.
Meriwether
Dude.
cheesecakes.
Okay, so like Faiz, since you're here in the chat, can you tell us what kind of roles you're applying to? Because all of us are pretty perplexed by this.
Shameless plug into profession.
Chatbot, I just see chatbots over here.
There's
Maybe an automated Wikipedia editor.
What is references now?
There's a
Are
generic
those your
CV.
publications or?
Maybe he got references from somebody
No,
like
no, people
LOLs.
who can,
Yeah.
give
Refer
Oh, no,
credit for him.
then that is supposed to be in your LinkedIn. Nah? Why keep it as a?
No, you can keep
Or
it
maybe
in the
at the,
CV. You
or
can
maybe
keep it
at
in
the
the
top.
CV.
I
Then,
guess it should be
then
near
it
the
should
top, I
also
guess.
include like what that reference is and
Right.
how is it related to what.
How did you work with them? How do you know them?
And-
Probably should also be there.
Yeah, and
And
declaration
now it's a
right to
legal
application
document.
थोड़ी ना fill कर रहा है. What
Look at
declaration?
the declaration. It
I
is now a
hereby
legal
declare.
document.
I hereby declare that all information provided above is true and correct to the best of my knowledge.
And
Okay, right.
signature भी है नीचे.
Signature भी है.
Let's probably not show that off. Okay, we're
Okay,
not doing
please.
social engineering here. But okay, good. All right. So if this is a generic CV you're sending out to an MS office, like or for MS or for an MBA, probably put the more important stuff first. Education has to be there, probably at the top if it's a CV. All right, and want to see that education. Probably cut down elementary and middle school. Work on the white spacing. I personally believe this is not the best format for a CV. Your skills can be bulleted. You need to add more bullets. Format needs to be improved. But overall, the content is nice. All
The
right,
content
everything
is
I
is
think
also just
very
needs to be
nice.
I
restructured.
think the
Exactly.
formatting. I mean, in a
Formatting looks
technical.
good to me.
Yeah, I think in a technical standpoint, if I'm hiring, I would immediately discard it. But the formatting looks very pleasing to the eye. It's very
Right.
nice. The
I
font
don't
looks
care. It's
very
3
beautiful.
pages long. I don't
Yeah.
care about that.
I would
Exactly.
actually
I
sit
don't
down and
mind
read this
either.
if I want to relax or something. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's
And
Like
that
I'm
was something, guys,
curious.
कि अगर आपका रेज्यूमे इतना बड़ा है तो उस पे इतना बड़े होने लायक कंटेंट
oh my
डिजर्विंग भी होना
How
चाहिए.
did
god.
we go from that to this?
This is the goat. This is the goat.
That's it. Like, there's nothing
Bro,
more.
this
Like,
is a
is this going to
slime.
be
And
like
hello में उसका इंट्रोडक्शन है. Hello, I am
CEO
Bhai.
of a big tech company and like this is his resume? It's something like that or what?
Bro, is like somebody trolling us with this? I'm very curious because, dude, this is like something you'd put on a PPT slide.
Let
Hello.
me identify the person who this
भाई
is.
इससे बेटर मेरा पैराडॉक्स का प्रपोजल था.
Okay, I know who this is. I identified the person.
Now I want to see a paradox का proposal. क्या था?
What role would you hire me for, Phase? Probably something operations or social media related or
Yeah.
marketing related because you seem to be a very much a people person. So
Yep.
something more that's client facing, probably. That's what I would do.
अरे
Yeah,
क्रिस
let's look.
जा रहे हो?
Hello.
Also,
Hello.
bro, what is the
Hello,
white
have a
space
nice day.
on this?
Oh my god. Why is everyone keeping objectives, bhai?
Yeah.
ये सब
Also,
लोगों ने कोई सेम साइट फॉलो करी है क्या? Why there
Class,
is this
अरे
pattern?
कौन
class,
सा साइट
class,
फॉलो कर रहे हो आप
class
लोग?
11
Why
lab
there?
assignment.
तुम सब एक ही स्कूल में थे ना?
dude, you're
इसीलिए
not blocking the name.
is
थोड़ा
it,
zoom in कर लो और scroll down कर लो. हाँ,
and the
हाँ.
format is just horrendous. It is. I'm sorry. It is horrendous.
It is like there is a lot of gap. It is not grouped enough. Like in the
And
skill summary, the grouping
that's
should make it clear, like the hierarchy. It is
that's
not
Right.
true.
clear in the skill
No
summary.
And
visual
one
hierarchy
more
at
thing
all.
is the font ka color is too close to the background ka color.
Yeah,
At
it's
that
grey.
stage, it's like I can't see anything. I have to put glasses and turn off my lights to see something.
Bro, you know what? I'm going to make a like a night mode, dark mode resume, I guess.
That would be better. Additional
But,
information.
but this guy is probably just joined the degree, so his expected graduation is in 2028. So
One,
kudos to
one
this guy
second.
for at least
Yeah,
trying.
like first term or
One
something
second.
maybe.
Just 1 second. One
No,
second.
this is not getting recorded.
The additional information may a available
Available.
No, that's just the fund. That's just the fund. That's just the fund doing its thing. It's probably not like
no.
होता है मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे funds में होता है. You see additional information. You see that, right? A के बाद the extra gap is there after T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It is a
right.
font thing.
Right. Okay.
So, dude, I'm whoever you are, I'm very happy you reached out to us. I hope you actually learned something going through the session, but this is not how you would actually make a resume. I made mistakes like this when I made my first resume, and it was perfectly fine. You can make mistakes, but again, man, you have your objective in the middle of the page. यार कहाँ से आते हो यार तुम सब? हमने
I
बोला कि
think
And
ऊपर ही
objective है.
बता लो.
if you're
Objective होता है तो top होना चाहिए.
if you're going to
Exactly.
put the
And
objective,
अगर है तो top होना चाहिए.
might as well put it at the top so that I can see it and then reject it rather than going to the middle of the page and be like, yeah, no, I can reject it. Bhai, leaders kar raha idhar.
And bro, what do you mean by additional information available for internships or part-time opportunities? So for what other reason are you giving that?
Applying exactly.
Time pass.
Willing to contribute to research, volunteer, or intern roles. It is like
Volunteer
too much
kya?
information.
Volunteer.
That's the whole point of a resume. Where else would you put this, man?
Make that as a LinkedIn post और Nikhil Guru Bhai को tag कर देना.
Hello, my name is Sushant because I wanted a specific label that people can use to call me, and that's why I'm telling you. So always use Sushant whenever you talk to me.
Yeah, dude, you gotta improve this. You gotta. But really, kudos to you for reaching out, man. You're
Yeah.
really early, and I'm
Yeah.
very, very happy that you're taking the first step. All right, so
Nikhil, bro, just like share like a simple template for everyone, I guess, because people are leaving.
yeah, okay.
Right.
Actually, guys, you know what? Because you guys took out the time to come here, I'm going to share you my favorite template. Okay, this is the template I use personally. This is the template I've asked Rishikesh to use as well. So,
More like I've taken from you and this, but okay.
exactly. Wait, wait. So it's called Cole's resume template.
And one small tip is cycle through your resume templates every 3 to 4 months to keep it fresh, rather than having one thing and keeping
Bro,
that.
but if you're unemployed, your resume is not changing much probably.
Sure.
And if you're employed, you don't need a resume immediately, I guess.
I mean, people like me always like to geek out
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
I understand. It was just a joke.
Yeah, so this is the one that I personally use, guys. You should probably use this as well. It's pretty easy to use. It's beginner friendly, which is why I suggest it to everybody.
Actually, if all of you are not familiar with the entire overleaf business, you can go to this website. I'll just share it.
And
I use this for regularly reviewing my resume, and
is it
it's
resume?
Google Docs. Yeah, it's Google Docs. I'll share it here.
So this is the one that I use for ATS resume worded. In case you guys need, dude, it's
And they have really good Word doc templates that you can just take and start editing from there. And they are also very ATS friendly. And yeah, me and Nikhil constantly use them to optimize our resume.
Do they add like watermarks or something?
no, no,
No.
no,
Some of
not.
them are free. Most of them are free, so you can just use the free ones.
Okay. Thanks, man, for this one. I need to do this.
Okay. All right. So we have another SIH winner in the house, guys. Nice. So education's at the top. Probably bring it down. Lots of. Why did you bold so much in the first one?
Such a bold move.
Multilingual support for inclusivity and a personalized. Which languages? Which languages are you going to support in a multilingual whatever thing is? And
How
why
many
did
languages? Give us a number. At least if you can't list everything. Also, I don't see a link. So if there is no link, it never happened.
link
Link
shorten?
shortener application designed and
No,
developed a
but
lightweight.
you're a winner at SIH and you can't show your project. I mean, like, what?
Kind of
He
sus.
probably just did not think about
Are
putting
you
like.
under an NDA, bro? Sus? Are you under
See,
an
if
NDA?
you're under India, that's a different story. But that
यहाँ पे
doesn't
NDA
explain.
कैसे आ जाएगा? I guess like it is a competition. So
No, few organizations after
Yeah,
they
they
win,
make you sign an NDA.
yeah, they make you sign an NDA, take your project away.
Yeah, they do. So if that's the case, dude, then that's fine. But probably still, if you have a video for your live demo, you'd probably want to link it so you don't share the code.
At least make a GitHub repo, have a README file in that, list everything you've done on
Yeah,
that project. Have
yeah,
the video.
exactly.
Show it doesn't matter if you don't have the code. That's fine. You don't need to have the code. Have some kind of a reference for your project.
My study app, okay, which is available on the Amazon App Store.
Oh,
Okay, all right, pretty good. But if you have like a link to the, if it's on live on Amazon, probably give me a link so that I can check it out. Okay. Achievements: the only sophomore in the university to become an SIH 2024 finalist and winner, securing a prize of 1 lakh. Okay. So probably needs to be rephrased. I really like how confident you are, but a lot of people might think that you are overconfident. So probably want to rephrase it.
look, when you say that you're the SIH winner, you don't have to say that you're also the finalist. It automatically means that you're a finalist.
Exactly. Published my first app. Okay, so you've already said it in your projects page. You don't need to say that you published
And don't mention the prize money that you win at a hackathon. Just say that you're first out of so many number of teams under your organization.
Like
That
I
gives
would,
them a much better
yeah,
perspective over how many teams have participated, what was your rank.
exactly. That would be perfect, man. Like for example, SIHC is almost 2.5 lakh students. Say I won out of 2.5 lakh students. No
Yeah,
one's going to mind it.
that's a much more that exudes
Exactly.
much more confidence to me that you are
Exactly.
capable of something.
And then technical skills are at the very bottom. Probably push them above your projects, right? Above your projects would be a better place so I can have a brief overview. Okay. Positions of responsibility, technical head. Okay. we can do that instead of 1 out of 500. Yeah, we can do that. We can totally do that. That's awesome, right? Instead of saying 1 out of 5, 1 out of 500 is also fine, but I just saying I was the winner out of 2.5 lakh students just gives a different vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, so AI Studio, Google AI Studio. Okay, no, that's fine. I think you can keep that. Gen AI Studio. It's a good tool to have.
It's better than VS Code, so approve.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go to the next one, guys.
No. Oh.
Dude,
Oh.
why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Bro,
Can I
why
just-
like hide?
Sushant, I
What did
did
you
that.
hide, bro?
No.
What did you hide?
This is
Bro, my name is up
absolutely-
there. My address is up there. What are you hiding?
Address
Man, it
by
was shared by
dots.
Akshay.
We don't want to
Address.
dots people, okay?
Okay,
Nah, bro,
okay.
does not matter.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I am going to reject this. Summary. The
Go down.
biggest the biggest
What?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, build space? Nice. Why is that? Okay.
Oh my god.
Bhai, you have so much experience. That's really cool. Introduction. This summary is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm speechless after reading that summary.
Bro, look at my education.
No, wait, what did you? None.
Army public school.
Bro, जानते हो मैंने कैसे बनाया ये? You go to LinkedIn, open your profile, save as PDF.
Oh.
Okay, can you just move on to the next one? There are many
Sushant,
more
I
I want to
I am
hire someone
curious.
who has done in education, bro. What are you doing?
Sushant, I want to ask one thing. What did you do that Python OS thing?
Python OS मतलब?
And Python to interact with OS. कहाँ लिखा है? कहीं था अभी. नीचे
Proficient
करो
in
नीचे.
Python, web development, Android,
नहीं.
blockchain, backend.
Experience. ये रहा. इधर सर्टिफिकेशन में है, नीचे बिल्कुल. ये रहा. Interact. अरे किधर गया? Using Python.
अरे भाई सर्टिफिकेट मिला था मेरे को. It was like just system commands through Python and everything.
Wow. You can interact with the operating system. You are
Bro, that
that
was
was
like the
a
name of the
1
certificate. What can I do with that?
Wow. Amazing.
Bro, so
And you
मेरा
don't
LinkedIn
have-
का link होगा I think. मेरा
and you
website
don't even
link
have-
होगा उसमें. मेरा
and you
website
don't
का
even
link
have the
होगा.
link to your certificate to at least like see
You
something.
can
No, it is
sponsor
on LinkedIn. It is on LinkedIn actually.
अच्छा,
तो LinkedIn link था मेरा वहाँ पे.
Okay, let's go on to the next.
Yeah, please.
सुशांत अभी भी 18 के हो?
हाँ अभी 18 को हूँ मैं.
Nice, bye. Congratulations.
18 को होने के लिए?
भाई मेरा वेबसाइट नहीं खोला तुमने यार.
मेरे पास लिंक
अपनी वेबसाइट का नाम बता दो, यहीं पे खोल दो.
Tushanshah.dev.
Oh no, I think I saw your website. It's beautiful. it's stunning. Oh my god. Okay. Data engineer. Wait, I think I know who this is.
Wait. It says
This is
this is his.
this is yeah. This is Prathamesh.
He is him.
Yeah.
Where
Okay,
is
this
he? अरे
is-
भाई बुलाओ उसको यार.
This is probably the only summary that I approve of. This is the
Achha,
only summary I
wait.
approve.
Okay, guys, let's go to the next one. I'm calling Prathamesh. We'll drag him in while we do this. Wait.
ठीक है, निवान तब तक next.
Oh, about his website. Is this your website?
Yes. Beautiful.
ये मैंने
Go
देख
down.
लिया है ये.
Yeah, just go down. Beautiful. I see everything here. I see everything about him here. So,
And if you
there is
cannot
so much-
see, this is
Long.
skill issue on your side.
there
Bro,
is
go
so
to my
much
blog.
beauty. No. Just go down. Just go down.
There's no redirect. It's just a button.
Exactly. There is so much beauty in this empty space that you have to imagine the website being there.
Website का purpose, it teaches people how to imagine stuff.
It's so black. It's so bad that it's good. So there you go.
Bro, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया. मेरे पास डिजाइन के बाद इतना सा छोटा जगह बचा. अब उसमें दिखाऊं मैं कैसे? नहीं समझ में आया मेरे को.
But
You
why do
don't
you have
have to,
gaming
bro.
highlights?
We will imagine your experience in this empty space.
नहीं
It's a
सोचा क्या
canvas.
पता e-sports के साथ कुछ मिल जाए तो.
Oh, okay.
It is like a personal website, so सब कुछ ही
ये निखिल कहाँ चला गया? Oh, he's back.
अरे यार मेरा ये फ्रीज हो गया, रुको.
भाई
निखिल
इतना
भाई पता
टाइम
है
नहीं है.
हाँ
सुशांत सुशांत तुम बैराकपुर से हो क्या?
What the fuck? Bro, he's doxing me on podcast.
तुम्हारा तुम्हारा स्कूल में मैंने भी पढ़ा है.
Getting
मेरे से
over
200
what?
What?
मैंने कहा था ये सब एक ही स्कूल से हैं.
मेरा मेरा रिज्यूमे दिखाओ आप एक बार.
Which
Okay.
one is yours?
Wait. Dvanit wants his. Can you review my portfolio? Wait, Sushant is here. Sushant, do you want to review it?
Which one?
Dvanit wants his portfolio review. Do you want to review it?
I will just check it out once. Bro,
मुझे
what
अपने
the hell? It
resume
is
से.
like so. भाई ब्लर होके दिखने में मेरे को 5 सेकंड लग गया वो एनिमेशन आने में.
भाई this is. Oh wow.
Oh wow, dude,
It looks
this
good.
is clean.
It looks clean. लेकिन मेरा लैग कर गया कंप्यूटर स्टार्टिंग में.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
blur वाला, ये जो blur हुआ से.
Yeah, for the blur. Yeah.
Okay, this is turning into a portfolio review. Those things.
अभी तो प्रथमेश अभी किसका वेट कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग?
Prathamesh नहीं आया तो फिर we'll go to the next one. That's fine.
Oh my god.
Bro, look at this link. It looks nice actually. I would like to copy the code.
You would like to use same.dev on it.
I'll become a communist with this one.
Our website.
It is not your own, and it is ours. Bro, open my GitHub. मैंने chat में डाला है.
Oh, hang on.
वो देख के निखिल का मेरे को reaction देखना. I think निखिल
क्या
देखा है.
Wait,
मेरा
one-
GitHub.
तेरा बाप रे. I've
नीचे
seen
जाओ,
this
नीचे
al-
जाओ.
I've
और नीचे
seen
जाओ.
this already. Okay, so I'm not surprised.
Look at the number of languages and skills.
This
Just
is
look at that.
everything at this point, bro.
No,
Unity?
no. The first time I saw this, the first time I saw Sushant's GitHub, it took me like 10-15 minutes to decode what each of those icons meant. Bhai. Can we move to the next one, isn't it?
No, next.
Yeah, okay, wait, hang on. Have we done this one?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
No.
This is done, right?
Yeah, we've done this one. We've done this one.
See.
ये background वाला music
ये भी
बहुत
हो
अच्छा
गया.
है. Yeah,
I
ये
think
वाला
this
भी
has
हो
been done
गया.
as well. ये हो चुका है वो
हो
CNN
चुका
based
है.
इस
Oh,
पे.
wait.
Yeah,
ये
this
search
is done.
already.
This is done.
ये वाला कर
Okay,
रहे थे
this
वो
is-
का है ना
ये
प्रथमेश.
प्रथमेश का है. प्रथमेश का
Okay,
है.
I just want to see this code out.
The only issue with his, at least for me, is that he doesn't highlight anything and he doesn't give enough margins. That's the only issue I have.
Yeah, it looks a bit cluttered, not very
Yeah.
much.
It looks very
Readable at least.
Inconsi-
It's readable at least.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent. The formatting it. It's like one thing at one place and something else entirely. But the contents are good.
Like for example, in an experience, I don't care where you worked. I want to know what you did there, and like the company name is highlighted and your role is not.
The school's resume
That-
doesn't matter. But it matters a lot. GSOC at MetaBrains Foundation. Wait, this is solid. Content is so solid. Oh wait, he's two
Content
times
is
GSOC.
solid.
He's two
Arey
times
bhai,
GSOC.
Dinesh is like over here. Can you please खड़ा हूँ आज भी यहीं पर. अच्छा ठीक है, दिनेश इतना पूछ रहा है, इसका भी कर लेंगे.
Okay, IE वाले ना.
Actually, can you send me his resume? Like highlight which one it is.
Yeah, Dinesh, if you want yours, just send me the resume name on the chat. We'll have someone show it up here.
This is incredible. Yeah, the projects are they're really cool.
Yeah, but I'd want them to be explained a little bit more. The experience
Right, hey.
is enough.
if he went ahead and explained everything, na, it would take 2 pages easily.
I think it's fine. He already has 2 years of experience now, so a two-page resume is valid for him.
With 2 years of experience, like 2 page. So like, what
Nee,
about
nee,
people
nee.
with 10 years of
Like for
experience?
any
No,
years, we
not
have
like
any
that.
pages.
Like if you have more than 1.5 to 2 years of experience, you can condense everything into 2 pages because one-page resumes don't really work for that much experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of data.
Yeah. Like if you did 5 jobs, you wouldn't be even able to fit it in like one page. So
Okay, yeah, next one. Dinesh, I think.
Dinesh, have you sent us that?
Guys,
Dinesh.
पापा गाली दे रहे
Okay.
हैं, निकल रहा हूँ.
Yeah. So we have final underscore resume Dinesh Talwadkar. Okay. अरे इसका भी पोर्टफोलियो आया था.
Okay, everyone is saying his portfolio is really good.
His profile is really good. We'll just have to see if it translates into his resume.
What is his profile? Can anyone share his portfolio?
Yeah, drop the link. It's actually really neat. It's actually a really clean profile.
Okay, my computer is lagging because of this. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, wait a second. I have seen this somewhere. I think this is a template. I have seen this exact like design. It's Framer or something. I guess.
Man, this guy is an absolute legend to work with. Okay.
He invented Next.js what?
Huh?
Wait, he's a co-founder of a wait, he's on X. Dinesh Codes. Dude, this profile is solid. I'm just waiting to see this resume. Hopefully it's as good as the profile is.
I feel like for people like him, resumes kind of don't matter.
True,
Profile
true.
is, I think, I feel like this is someone who just built solid connections and he can just go wherever he wants to go to.
I mean, he's a co-founder, so that makes sense. He's more into a networking gig.
Yeah. And when you have a solid portfolio, recruiters tend to prefer that a little bit more over your resume.
ये सुशांत भाग गया. अच्छा guys, 1 second. ये वाला तुम लोग रोस्ट कर लो, मैं अभी आता हूँ.
Rishikesh bhaiya, go ahead.
देख रहा हूँ.
Hey,
And
Madhav's here
Sushant
as
tum bhi.
well.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, this is. I see some green flags here. Keep going. Okay. Bhai, I think I know who this. Oh no, I don't think I know who this is. I know the.
You do.
No, no, no.
Everybody.
Wait, what? This is. Bhai, ये तो. One
bhaiya,
second. Wait.
nahi, do not say that name.
Okay, keep going. Just keep going.
That's it, actually.
MongoDB in languages.
Ah.
Omkar has said this.
I know both of these projects. I know that paper. भाई गलती से निखिल का तो नहीं है. Who is this?
Sushant, do you want to say something about the resume?
What exactly do you want me to focus at?
If you can find anything to roast about it.
अच्छा मिला नहीं क्या कुछ तुम लोगों को?
Neha, देखो.
See,
Roast it.
when you have numbers, highlight them. Don't keep them just like that.
Sushant, tell us why you will not hire this person.
एक सेकंड पे रिटर्न ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट व्हाट द फक पैराडॉक्स ये अपने पैराडॉक्स से बात हो रहा है ना इसका रिटर्न भी आता है क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट का
Wait, why is Paradox? Okay, you're a product manager and event coordinator, but does that come under experience?
Yeah, it's still experience, right? It is experience. You're doing something. You're having a position of responsibility.
Yeah, zero day attack detection. Oh my
What? What?
god.
What?
Oh
What
my
was
god.
that? AI zero day attack detection? Can you show
Bhai,
me?
Wait,
this
hold on.
is Nikhil ka old resume. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Go down. I can show you proof how it is.
bro, Nikhil, आप साइबर सेक में थे नहीं पता था मेरे को.
No, he does CTF. He does it.
भाई
Based on
मेरे को
that
भी
one
इनवाइट करो ना
project,
यार कभी. आज तक मैं एक ही CTF किया हूँ मैं आज तक.
Saradhi AI, I know that project. I've been his teammate in that hackathon. Analyze it. This is Nikhil's old resume, or I think this is his latest resume. Right. Let
हैं,
me.
ये
Bro,
कैसे एक
actually I
मिनट
can't
ओल्ड
find anything.
Nikhil, this is your latest resume, no?
Old wala. This is the one I submitted to
Okay.
Zepto.
Okay. Let me roast this. Okay. Go up.
अच्छा
First,
अरे
first red
Okay.
flag. First,
अरे
immediate red
bro is
flag.
instant
Immediate red
instantly
flag.
turned on.
No, see. Go down. This is a very good example of how to not make a resume sometimes. Go down.
What the hell?
Go down.
Bro,
No,
you
just,
do realize you are taking away his credibility अभी तक उसने जितना बोला है.
Bhai,
You're biting away at it.
I have seen. You have to realize something. I have seen every iteration of Nikhil's resumes. Okay, I know the entire journey from A to Z.
Damn.
So, Nikhil is a case of having so much things under his belt that he just doesn't know what to keep. So he had to
Nikhil
go
मेरा
through
भाई.
multiple iterations of trying to understand what's important and what's not important. And the immediate thing that you can see is he included 5 projects. Okay, and 5 projects में 2 project का 4 point है, 5 point है एक बार, I think for this one, and the rest of them have 2-3 points. Okay, and
Mom, I don't have a favorite child. The child in question.
Oh damn.
and one more thing, Nikhil tested multiple machine learning and deep learning algorithms. What algorithms?
ये आपने ही बोला था, पता है निखिल भाई,
आपने
आपने
ही
ही बोला
How
बोला
था
deep was
आपने.
it? How deep
I
was
see
it?
hypocrisy.
Python based technologies क्या होती हैं?
performed MITM क्या होता है?
ये दोनों फीडबैक मेरे वाले में ही आया था.
हाँ, निखिल भाई, निखिल
As
गुरु
education
वेंकटेश एक्सपोर्ट.
should be lower.
Yeah, education should be in the last page.
हाँ,
Education exists.
Is
ये
that-
CGP क्यों दिखाया आपने?
And
CGP.
is that relevant coursework या फिर supermarket का bill उतना ज्यादा क्यों है?
और why
3 lines
there
for
are so
that.
many boards?
3
Why there are
lines.
so many boards?
And your recognition and
If
awards
you
should be like
highlight
up.
everything, you are highlighting nothing.
And analyze GSA. Okay, made fast API endpoints for a React Native mobile app and a real-time video ingestion for WebRTC.
What is KPI?
What is the object detection model? What is its accuracy? What is its accuracy?
Give me numbers. I am
Where are the
interested in
numbers?
numbers.
Why did you not post
What
the
is
numbers?
KPI? What is RC? What is SWOT
And-
pistol?
And there is too much space after the capstone. Why is there that
one more
inconsistent
thing.
spacing?
One more thing. Saradhi hai
Alignment.
alignment.
Analysis of course curriculum alignment देखो उसका कर बड़ा.
Where is the indentation? Why is the
ये
indentation
dash
so...
इतना लंबा क्यों है?
Yeah, indentation में यहाँ पे
It's
extra
not
हो गया.
about the dash. It's not about the dash.
And भाई देख इधर starting point तो पिछले वाला project का है. Why is it leaking to the next page?
Memory leak हो रहा था.
Oops.
Bro, just skip.
Oh well. I guess let's just go.
Why is it black and white?
Wait, is this Dinesh's resume? Did we finally
Yeah,
get
I
to it?
believe it is. Yeah.
Why is it in black and white and not Asian or European?
Asian.
Bye, don't go there.
Asian?
अरे black and white. नहीं समझता.
No, but no.
समझ
How do you
गए,
define
रहने
an Asian color scheme?
Bro did not get the joke.
No, I did, but like, how do you define an Asian color scheme? Like yellow?
Bro, you're drinking in Asian, you realize that, right?
Okay. Getting back.
Look at your hand. Vota. Look at your hand. What are you holding? What are you drinking? Is that Asian?
Yeah, no, it's Predator. Oh, you could. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Asians
just
are
here
predators. You are is
actually.
what you're trying to say. Asians are predators.
Bhai, let's stick to the
Yeah,
resume.
let's continue. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so lots of very nice experience. I really appreciate this one because he's put everything in like neat, nice points. All right, so he followed the format very well. What did he do? How he implemented it? I really like the first one has a couple of numbers, but maybe some metrics on how you brought value to the company would also be good. So bot developers engineered features driving 279% growth in members. And this is actually a good metric. I really like this. This probably you can put, okay, no, it's in chronological order, so it's nice. Sushant,
I have a question, actually, legit question. Do co-founder slash founder experiences matter?
they do.
They do
They do a
Because
lot.
a
don't
lot.
they go into a management kind of space?
See,
Isn't
if
it
you
like,
are applying for like a product management role, or if you're like
no,
going
no, I'm
into
talking like
management,
not in that field. Like you're trying to be the person who is under someone else. Like you want to be just a software developer. That's it. And does leading a team of 15 engineer matter in that case?
no, that
Eventually, as you
does.
turn
It
into a
does.
senior engineer, it does because then it's a more of a managerial role.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense. It's fine. It's actually appreciated if you have like that initiative that you can take. So that's pretty good. So
Bro,
And
yeah,
one thing, OpenAI. Look at OpenAI. ऊपर जाना एक line ऊपर just. Integrated OpenAI. It's not the company name. It just says OpenAI. AI is not capitalized and O is not like grammatical mistake.
actually, dude, you're in your second year. What the hell? Dinesh, this is your second year resume, bro. Kudos to you, bro. You're doing a great job so far. So, like, honestly, if I saw a second year with this kind of resume, I'd be really, really impressed. It's really good. So, you have your deploy. Okay, all of them are deployed links. That's super cool. That's super cool.
He's on network as well. He's working with networks.
It's a really nice, solid resume. Maybe just some of the content can change on like how you can improve the way you're presenting your projects. But apart from that, pretty solid, man. Super solid.
Finally, I saw someone who has GSOC experience with actual contributions.
well, script summer of code. Let's go.
Dude,
This is
nice.
a nice guy.
Bro
This is a
actually
nice
did
profile
something
actually.
there.
मैं तो दूंगा easily like 9 out of 10. Easily.
Same for me. I'd give
I
it eight and
think
a half.
I think this is another case of having so much content that you don't know what to do.
It's good.
Yeah, he is in networking. He is in distributed
If
applications.
you're applying for tech roles, please just focus on one aspect and double down on it. Show everything relevant to that. Don't show everything that you have. That's
Yeah.
my primary
Yeah,
suggestion.
when you are submitting, all you have to do is like take out some of the stuff from there.
Yeah,
That's it.
you have solid experiences. Now you just have to focus on how you can market them
Underline.
via your resume. That's it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Like if you are applying for a Web3 role, you can remove like your whole text page and your RDNS. You have two other projects to show there, right? You don't need to add anything else. That's it.
Why don't
And
we? Okay, okay.
underline the deployed link section because if I look at it
Highlight it,
just
yeah.
like that, I
It
don't know
looks like
whether
it.
it's a link.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Maybe an icon, a link icon.
Yeah. Just make it an
Like,
arrow or something, right? It'll look better. It'll
just
make it
make
easier
it
for me.
just make it like link and leave it there. That would make much more sense. Deployed link, it doesn't sound
Yeah.
appealing to me.
So a bit of formatting here and there, but solid, man. Like
Yeah,
eight and a half. I definitely give it. Really kudos
this
to you.
this has so much potential. It can go very far.
I really want to see what you do in the next 2 years, man. Honestly speaking, this is really cool. So yeah, let's go to the next one, guys. What do you think?
भूलना मत हमको. Remember this call. Damn. यार ये
Damn.
अच्छे वालों के बाद ऐसे क्यों थोड़ा सा मतलब
Dude, तो
ये पैटर्न.
जानबूझ के कर रहा है ना.
This is a pattern, right? जब जब अच्छे अच्छे मिल रहे हैं उसके बाद like you get some funky
Absolute
colored,
ball.
red colored, blue colored stuff.
My eyes are hurting looking at the number of bullet points.
Okay. Yeah. Immediately objective, Nakko. We don't really need it. Wait, is this like
You
an
did not even
experience thing or an overview thing? Dude, I'm so confused. What is that profile? What is that
Dude,
summary?
look at TensorFlow. Look at TensorFlow, how it is written.
Wow. It's like he slapped it then
Half
he slapped
italic.
it on last minute.
What the heck, man? Where did you copy this from? X-ray?
Wait a second, tensor is flowing. Actually, tensor is flowing. Flow is not.
Right. So optimized website for speed and user experience. Like, how did you do it? How much were you able to improve? Right. That's something I'd want to see. All right. So
Alignment issues are also there if you see, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Education
many.
and technical skills, those are unaligned. And
And
the subsections are also misaligned.
yeah, education is margined a little bit too much. Technical skills has too much white space. You're kind of like, bolding the wrong things, right? So I don't see any metrics. You'd probably
Numbers
want
are
to
not
add
there.
metrics. Yeah,
And
yeah,
algorithmic skills, data structures and the algorithms. Like at that point, why bother keeping that? Just
yeah.
That just
remove
means
it.
algorithms.
And education, you have your like CBSE as well. That's not really necessary. CGPA, if it's below 9, you don't have to really add it. Okay, it just
So
drops the
it's
value of your resume. Extracurricular
English skill,
activities.
US English.
Yes.
Algorithmic skill, DSA is like English skill, US English.
Extracurricular is also tip on ATS. These are all tips on ATS, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing for the last 3 hours,
Yeah,
If
man.
because
you
ATS is
if
not a
you guys
person, right? They
Yeah.
if
told
you
you
guys
about your
yeah.
objectives and all that.
I mean, if you
Yes.
guys don't want to bother too much about going to Overleaf and making your own ATS thing, just go to resume word it, find a good template, and start with that.
Copy. Yeah, exactly. So extracurriculars also actively involved in competitive programming contests, solving algorithmic challenges on that's not extracurricular though, right? Like if
Passionate
yeah,
passionate about AI and machine learning, exploring how intelligent systems can enhance real world applications.
not necessary, man. Not necessary at all. Like at all. None of this really fits into a resume. Extracurriculars is something that you do apart from this, like apart from your academics. This is just like a glorified summary, and I think you already have one at the top. I'm not sure why you did it twice.
See, remove that and remove this. Just observe the amount of space you are going to get, the amount of valuable space that
Just
you can use.
format this properly, and you'll get a whole bunch of space,
Bro, I
man.
literally don't see matching alignment anywhere.
Anywhere, exactly.
Everything has a different amount of indentation.
It's like it has its mind. It has a mind of its own.
It's like it's drunk, bro. Like this is what somebody looks like after they go to a Karan Johar party.
This is what someone look like when they join Riyansh college.
Congrats, guys.
Me when police asked me to walk in a straight line.
Oh man. Okay, let's go to the next one, guys. Ooh, okay.
सबसे
This one's
ज्यादा
pretty
सबसे
interesting.
ज्यादा खतरनाक रोज तो निखिल भाई का ही हुआ.
Bro, again, alignment is like
Yeah, it's
broken, right?
gone.
In technical skills, you have a bit of indentation that is good, but
And
other spaces I
It is
don't see
written in
any.
Python.
guys, please just this is a nice to have. Have names that are short and catchy for your project names. Don't have generic names like exploratory data analysis or movie recommender system.
Yeah, actually.
You
Yeah.
have GPT, you have Claude. Please just give whatever projects you have to it.
Yeah,
Ask
like
it.
in Nikhil's one as well, right? We had good names, like short names.
Yeah, and that makes it a lot more catchy and gives you a lot more confidence. As in, I did something in this project, rather than generic names like exploratory data analysis. When I see that, I'm like, what? So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so this one again, no links. You've bolded quite a few things over here. Missing metrics as well. EDA is a place where you can add a lot of metrics like dataset size, metric size, and stuff like that. And then again, education is at the top, so that's also put it below projects. reformatted, positions of responsibilities, hackathon and coding club. Okay. I mean, like, sure, POR is fine if you don't have any other experience, but I've also noticed that you have put in your GPA in those particular education slots, and they're not super high. So maybe you would want to, take them off so that if HR is going through it, they don't like question your credentials. Yeah,
Also, bro, like the visual hierarchy is also still broken.
it's
Like the
skewed.
font
It is.
sizes are not varied enough. Like projects and exploratory data analysis, they look at the same hierarchical level. Projects
Yeah.
should be a bit larger in font.
So font size, the formatting is also very
Yeah.
important. So this
And the, like
look
the bold highlights as well, they match with the title. It is like the same font, same size,
maybe
same format.
add
Just make it a
italics
bit
or
bigger,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe highlight it with the color. That's
No,
the only
not
place.
color. Not color. Maybe underline it. That's also pretty okay. Or italicize is the safest option here.
Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah. So not much. It's a good effort for you if it's like your first one. Could you do mine? I have to go. It's on. Okay, Shiva Shankar. What is your resume name? We can have it open up.
Bro, Dinesh, I think we looked at it, right?
Yeah, we went through Dinesh's everything. No,
No, we did not go
Naman
to his
Naman
GitHub.
CV1.
Naman underscore CV1. Could you just check this out?
And one more
Buddy?
small tip, guys. When you
Dinesh,
have your
bro, just change
resume,
your image. Change the GitHub PFP.
yep.
Should I go to the
And
GitHub
the resume's file name
recent
also, it
people?
should just contain your name, latest. हो गया. Don't have 1 8 extra nonsense on top of it.
Yeah.
मेरा तो अभी 516 पे है.
भाई तेरा रेज्यूमे ही नहीं था यार, तू बात भी मत करो
मैंने
के.
Don't
legit
even
मैंने
talk
आज तक
about it.
legit बनाया नहीं. मेरे को आज तक जरूरत नहीं पड़ी कभी.
Yeah, see, that's a good thing. If you're in a position where you don't need a resume, that's really nice, man.
Yeah.
Because like I just show my projects and I get the gig, so that's
Yeah.
okay. So I never needed one.
Yeah, you are in a spot where your work just speaks for itself.
विशाल का भी देखना पड़ेगा, अभी आज ही बनाया
विशाल
उसने भी.
विशाल देखते हैं विशाल.
I'm very interested in Vishal's resume.
लो इसका
मैं
नेक्स्ट.
भी अभी बनाता हूँ. मैं भी अभी एक बना के भेजता हूँ.
Don't go to LinkedIn and download your
I am
profile.
really glad कि मैंने अपना
No,
resume नहीं
I'll go to
बनाया.
resume about it. I'll go to resume about it.
Okay. Sir, please, sir. Nikhil sir.
विशाल तुम्हारे में कुछ हाइड करने की जरूरत थोड़ी है.
What?
Did we find the next
विशाल
one? We got
Yeah.
found
हाँ
Naman's.
हाँ निमान लेटेस्ट वाला नमन का है.
Okay, wait.
Or else you guys know what? Wait, guys. Since these guys are asking, let's have them share their PDF on the screen. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
They
just
can
share
share it.
yours.
Yeah, you guys
That
can
is
share
okay.
it. All right. Just raise your hands, and then we'll come to you. Okay. Just raise your hands one by one. We'll go. Okay.
Rishabh. Sanjay. Kiran. Oh my god. Sure.
Will I share or you are just?
You can share it. Go ahead, because either way we pretty much know who you are at this point, so we don't need to keep it redacted. Go ahead.
I don't. I want to be exposed. Wait.
अरे
Wants to be
भाई
exposed.
Very
Exposed to
good
what?
choice of words.
ये कौन सा मेरे ना गया इधर?
Let me show.
If you want to be exposed, open your camera.
Also, I'm saying the summary is bogus. I just I thought that
Rishabh, bro.
summary is needed.
First of all, तूने मेरे को dox क्यों किया? First tell me that.
It's same.
Oh fuck. He was not lying. He was in the same school with me. He was not lying.
Okay, so
अब ले भाई तेरे स्कूल का नाम भी पता चल गया सुशांत.
अरे भाई मेरा हाउस एड्रेस मेरे गूगल पे सर्च करने में मिल जाएगा.
okay,
क्या बात
all
है?
right. First up, Rishabh. Summary. You guys don't need to really. What is this company name? What is the placeholder?
I was making means common thing. Just I will change the company name for any company I'm giving.
Yeah, you
I
don't
will
need a summary.
remove the
Okay.
summary. Yeah, I will remove
Remove the
and make a
summary.
skill section.
And CBSE, ICSE, दोनों भी निकाल दो. You have BTech BS. That is enough. Okay.
Okay.
Experience looks good. Learned about.
No, but
You didn't
it's
learn.
ongoing, right? It's ongoing, right?
No,
concept?
it finished.
BS is
On
ongoing, right? So
BS is ongoing. Yeah.
Okay. So experience, you really need to improve it a little bit more, bro, because see, you learned about machine learning concepts using Python libraries. That's not really an internship. Internship, you must have built something, right?
Yeah, I
So
just got
you,
an internship at Accenture. I will add that later.
yes, that, make sure to add that. If you have built anything, also make sure that's there, okay? Projects,
bro,
you have
legit,
Confluence. Okay.
Never,
legit Accenture.
never
Like you like
ever sell your.
Yeah.
Okay.
So projects, okay. Basic CRUD feature, okay. All right, guy, dude, no. You never say basic, okay?
Never
Never
sell
ever say
yourself short
basic.
when you're talking
Yes,
about your projects.
Okay.
Always
Okay.
exactly.
drag the shit out of it.
See, CRUD projects don't have any place on your resume if you have other stuff to show off, okay? I see a
It was
video
my
game here.
Mad One project. I
तू
did.
मत ऐड कर भाई, मैड वन क्यों
ठीक है.
ऐड कर रहा है? नको, don't consider
Okay.
ही
Okay.
नहीं है
Okay.
वो project. Okay, I'm seeing a
ठीक है.
video game here. I'm seeing an S2S AI bot. You can do
Yeah.
so much with that. Okay, वो दोनों रखो.
Okay.
ये confluence निकाल दो. EDA on
yeah, it
datasheet
should be
also.
series sequenced. Yeah,
Yeah.
like basic application that does not need to be there.
Okay. Okay.
Certifications is nice.
हाँ.
Um,
Wait. Wait.
नीचे जाना bro.
हाँ.
I think ये वो IITM के वेबसाइट वाली है नहीं? वो
yeah, this
Microsoft
is the IIC वाला है ना, a template.
जो क्रेडिट्स या फिर कुछ मिलता है बोनस पॉइंट्स और समथिंग IITM में.
क्या?
IITM में एक है ना क्या बोनस पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं फॉर प्लेसमेंट्स
हाँ, activity
if you
points.
do some
Activity points.
yeah activity points yeah.
Okay. So definitely co-authored, bro. Why did you put co-authored in additional achievements,
Bro, what the
dude? What
fuck?
are you doing? You have 3 technical
Bro,
papers. You need a
Yeah.
separate section for this,
just
bro.
make it a publication section and like put it
Yeah,
on top. That should be on top easily.
Okay.
you're glad you should be glad Rishikesh isn't here. He'd be having a fit by now.
I am here.
He will like
Dude,
come to
look
your
at
house.
this. Dude, look at
I
this.
am. I am here. Wait. What?
You put publications as
Oh my.
extracurricular.
My brother.
Rishabh bro, contact me like let's meet up and like
Let's meet.
I'm
Okay,
scared
okay.
now.
Way too suspicious.
Okay, guys, let's go to the next one. Sai Krishna is
Okay.
waiting for us.
Thank
Rishabh,
you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing it. Let's connect and we can make it better.
Rishabh
Thank
bro, are
you.
you in Agno or what?
What?
Rishabh,
Can you please?
Are
are
you
you in Agno?
Nexus or Agno?
What?
कौन से ग्रुप से ऐड होके आए हो भाई?
Nexus से
ओ
या
अच्छा
Agno
अच्छा.
से?
आईआईटी कौन से ग्रुप मतलब? मेरे
अरे
को तो
लिंक
बस
कहाँ से मिला?
लिंक कहाँ मिला?
अच्छा
फॉर्म कहाँ
अच्छा
से मिला?
आईआईटी में किसी एक ग्रुप में मिला था. मेरे को पता नहीं कि
Oh,
कहाँ
okay.
पर
He's
मिला.
in my
Oh,
college then.
nice,
हाँ
nice.
हाँ हाँ.
अच्छा, okay. We have Sai Krishna Karnati. Okay, bro, we
You are
కొంచెం
from
zoom in.
Salesforce, and you have
Rishabh
a
bro,
career
add me on
objective.
LinkedIn please.
Dude, you need to
Yeah.
zoom
Okay.
in a
Okay.
little bit more.
Yeah, I can't see it. It's so blinding.
You can zoom in like.
The font is too small, man. Kind of just okay. So first of all, the header has too much white space. Okay, way too much white space. You guys need to really shrink that. Career
The thing
objectives.
is, what happened was actually the whole resume needs to be fit in one page. But what I did was, at some random point, someone told me just put it into 2 points. If you know, Shweta ma'am told that. So I just splitted it into two.
Bro,
I don't know. That's not my fault.
you're
Bro
from
is the victim
Salesforce.
here.
Bro, is
You
the
have a
way.
summer internship from Salesforce, and you have a career
I mean,
objective.
I
Okay.
got selected with this resume itself. I mean, except that Salesforce part, but
Of course,
I
that's fine if you got accepted with this, but you have Salesforce and you have career objectives. Now I don't know what to say about that. Like,
So career objectives not necessary. You can get rid of it. It is like at this point in the career, we don't have a career. We don't need it. Okay, and so I'm seeing 2 bullet points: customized and enhanced Salesforce applications, incorporating features and integrating Einstein AI. Okay, collaborated with teams on Salesforce projects, gaining hands-on experience with Scrum method. Okay, Scrum methodologies and Agile is fine, but you have to tell me a little bit more of what you have actually done
no,
there. Okay.
actually, so to be honest, I didn't do anything. So this is just like a just what.
oh no,
So
I mean
I don't have
he
anything
went to
to add
Salesforce.
really.
He went to Salesforce. So
Yeah, the thing which we did was like playing TT, playing
What the hell, bro?
no, I
balls,
mean that's
stuff like that.
Salesforce. I can understand.
Yeah,
Damn,
so I
bro.
don't have nothing much, so I just randomly put something from my project and that's it.
You need to do a bit better, bro. You can't just put that out there. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Let's see what else we can salvage here. Certifications, silver medal, okay, NPTEL. Uh, you have projects. You don't have any links here for the projects. Okay, develop an
I tagged
application.
GitHub in the top right, so this is
What
supposed to be
is
the printed version of the resume, so I don't have links and stuff.
what is WYSIWYG editor? I have never heard of it.
What you see is
See
what
is
you
what
get.
you
अरे नहीं
get.
पता.
Yeah, I
अरे
What's
think
the
that
visual
is
CSS?
what
editors होते
like
हैं ना, like Dreamweaver and all that.
Oh, okay. I never heard
Like
of
you
that.
move around the blocks and.
Okay, right. Like
अरे
abstract.
Elementor है ना.
Okay. Okay. So, dude, you need to improve this. There's a lot of formatting issues. Content is also a miss. So, you probably want to change a lot of things here. Sit down because you obviously made this a long time ago. I can tell. You should probably sit down, condense everything that you've done, put it into 2 to 3 bullet points, 2 projects. Your experience is enough. Okay. Your experience is actually more than enough for people to take a look at you. So, 2 good projects, experience may thoda add a little bit more of what you did, format it a little bit better. Someone was saying that the lines aren't as bold, right? Like uniformity isn't there in the design, so change that. And yeah, add links to your projects wherever applicable.
yeah.
That should
So
be like,
regarding this,
I would like to get my resume rusted.
we still have some people in line. So I believe Kiran is next.
Kiran is next, yeah.
Yeah, Kiran,
Sure.
you can go ahead,
Go
share your
ahead.
screen. We're going to wrap it up in the next 10
हाँ
minutes, 10, 15. So yeah.
Yes, Sushant.
Yeah, can you
भाई
see?
बस कुछ project ideas दे दो यार तुम लोग.
DM
Hey,
me.
Kiran. Hey,
DM me.
awesome. So, number one, you don't really need to add your. Is address usually added,
No, no,
Rishikesh?
the address is actually added because I was applying for a job in Chennai. Only for that.
Oh, okay, okay, cool, cool. That makes sense. That's fine. So, first, number one, don't put education at the very top. I can see that your GPA is 9.9 above, so you can keep the GPA in. But maybe you should start with your skills and then go to your projects. That would probably be a more immediately better flow.
And
So,
coursework doesn't need its own section. Put it just right below your degree and say
mhm.
that this is relevant coursework for this degree. So that will just cover everything in one section. And you can just remove high school and what is
Okay,
that? College. Yeah. You can just remove
By the
those,
way,
keep your coursework there. That will solve that problem.
okay, fine.
by the way, Kiran, I'll meet you during Paradox.
bro is collecting from this bro is collecting Pokemon from this meeting.
Okay,
Okay.
By
so
the way,
let's.
bro, this was supposed to be a roast, right?
हाँ ये
Roasting बंद
more
कर दी.
like रिव्यू हो गया पता है धीरे
क्या
धीरे.
review बन गए हैं,
We
roast
are
हाँ
बन
we
गए.
are
बट दैट्स आल्सो राइट.
we
ठीक
are
है बढ़िया गया.
gentlemen in this place.
हाँ
We
नहीं
are, we
पता
are
है.
gentlemen.
हाँ.
वही gentle क्यों हो रहे हो भाई?
I
समय को
don't
देखो कभी gentle होती है.
I don't. By
बारिश
Mac
को
अगर
OS,
रोस्ट लगा
Windows,
हुआ.
Unix, Linux.
अगर तुम्हारे ऊपर पुलिस केस भी हो तो तुम क्या ही रोस्टर हो?
सुशांत नेक्स्ट रोस्ट इवेंट के लिए तुमको मेन गेस्ट रखेंगे.
Yes.
हाँ मैं
Hey,
Nice.
गेस्ट हूँ ना, मेरे को रोस्ट करो.
operating systems. What will
You
you
don't
do
need to
by?
keep that.
No,
Like,
It's
I
like
thought
you were saying
like
you can
people
use
off
MS.
campus. They said you need to be familiar in Linux OS, so I added.
you don't need to add this in skills, okay? So, like, unless you're coding at the kernel level, you don't need to add key. I know how to use
Yeah.
Linux. It's kind of
Okay.
Like
nutty.
you make your own distribution, you are managing your own
Exactly.
distribution only, then I will be adding
This is
it.
a
Yeah.
new
And
project
not
idea.
in operating system, not in operating systems.
New project idea for you, Sachin. Good luck.
Bro कर रखा है.
वो भी
ये वो कर रखा है.
ये भाई
असेंबली प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था मैं.
हाँ assembly. Okay.
हाँ.
I
That was like my third assembly project.
what? Okay. We'll talk later. Good.
Okay, so practical experience, I don't really see the need for it because if I'm not wrong, okay, so try hack me completed 100 plus rooms and try hack me CTS gaining experience and then experience various cybersecurity challenges. All right, networking protocols, knowledge, studying CHV. Again, no. Like if you have
Really?
certifications from try hack me, I that's fine, but I don't understand why you would want to say that you're reading a book on your resume. That makes absolutely no sense.
And
The
your
message is
project
good, but like how you're showing it is it not really,
Exactly.
and
appealing.
your
Yeah,
project descriptions are very general looking.
yeah,
Like
very
for
generic.
example, take your new spectrum one. You said develop a user-friendly interface tailored for venture capitalists and angel investors. See, unless you're if you're saying that unless you have some user-specific metrics that real users have used your project, please do not add such things. It doesn't add anything. It only removes things from your project.
Okay. Then, but then how do I say that about the project? Like, it mainly consists of three different user roles.
You don't really
Don't
need
even
to
use
add
it
that,
rules.
no.
Admin user, super user. Okay, wait.
So that does not matter, right? That
Yeah,
is like basic. Like you need to know that. That is like
See,
the
uh,
pure basics.
rule of thumb these days for web-based projects is they must have a good user interface, number one, and number two, they must be deployed. If they are not deployed, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
deployed.
Where is the
But
link?
bro, you can't
Okay,
deploy
no.
everything, right? You
Yeah.
can't deploy everything. Like most of my projects are like back end kind of thing. Like I have
Yeah,
my own
see,
back end framework.
a
All those you
backend
can't really.
you can't really deploy a backend. That's fine. But if you are
Yeah.
building a end-to-end website with a user interface,
Like a full
that must be
application.
deployed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be
Also, bro,
deployed.
one thing I would say, do not use LinkedIn language. Okay?
yeah.
Yeah,
Leverage Next.js and PostgreSQL to architect the backend infrastructure, focusing on user. It feels like a bit.
I'm highly thrilled to this podcast.
and
Now we
don't
start.
don't mix your link with your project name. That
That's
just makes it
never
all the
do
more
that.
confusing. Have a
Exactly.
separate link
Yeah.
word that I
Or
can
maybe add
specifically
like a
use.
link icon right beside the name.
Okay, fine.
There
That
you go.
would actually
And at,
make it obvious.
while you're at it, just keep the GitHub repo as well. It doesn't hurt anything. Right? And
Yeah,
yeah,
source code and the deployed, both dono.
remove VS Code. Remove VS Code. No one
Okay.
cares about
You
whether
write
you
here
use VS
VS
Code
Code.
or Neovan.
Why you write in VS Code or Notepad? That does not
भाई
matter.
न्यूवे में होता तो समझ में भी आता.
हाँ.
Yeah, see, tools can go. I don't really see the need why you get in GitHub and VS Code, not necessary.
Okay.
निखिल भाई, by the way, everybody loved the session a lot. दिनेश ने लिखा कि 10 by 10 session.
By the way, if you said that VS Code cannot be kept, what about Neovim?
Like it can be kept.
Nah,
If you keep
NeoVim
Neovan
has a
wrong, it won't
learning
work.
curve. That
बहुत
has like,
ज्यादा.
but just
yeah.
because it has learning, it is just a tool at the end
No,
of
no,
the
no,
हाँ
no.
day, right? You
See,
don't
VS,
need NeoVim to do your task.
no,
You
हाँ
don't
true.
need
See,
VS
No.
Code to do what you're
no,
doing.
that's true. See, the reason why I would at least add it in tools is because it's unconventional. And number two, VS Code is kind of like the go-to ID. It's kind of like something you would use, right? But NeoVim means you've worked on the
That's
terminal. You can work directly on
Yeah,
the
maybe
terminal.
like
that,
in the skills section, maybe, but
Yeah,
not in
yeah,
the
yeah.
हाँ.
projects.
that is
फिर
true.
भाई ये न्यूविम कार में
Also,
पूछ
one
लिया
more
तो
thing,
पता
bro.
भी होना
In
चाहिए.
skills, mein, you have networking and systems as a like an umbrella term, and then you have distributed systems, TCP, IP, networking protocols. Isn't that just like one single thing? Networking. Okay, who disconnected?
Okay. All right. So I guess Kiran has glitching. We can go to the next person. I believe
Uh,
Shiva has been waiting for some time.
Yep.
actually, can you continue just one page remaining?
It was lagging.
Dude, you're lagging. I'm so sorry. Like maybe once your internet's better, we can circle back around it. Okay, great. So Shiva's been waiting for a long time. We should go to him now.
Oh right, yeah. उसमें से देखो उसका हाथ रेस किया वो.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is cute.
You have skill. Okay, soft skills is not really necessary. Usually we don't add it. Education, remove the CGPA if it's not greater than 9. It's not necessary. Then projects, you have evidence management system. Developed a full stack application for FIR registration, case tracking. Okay, you have the use case. Utilized React.js for front end, MongoDB for. Okay, so these technologies you can also add to the side of the project name. So that's also pretty nice
Yeah.
because I have everything in one place. Improved user experience and case management by reducing processing time by how much? Add by how much? And ensuring data security. How? What was there? What was not there? Make sure you add that. Domain specific intelligent chatbot for SME. Give it a name, smaller name. Don't make it this big. Built an AI powered chatbot for SME to automate customer support using LLMs and RAG. अच्छा, ठीक है. Develop front end using React.js and backend with Node.js and Mongo. Integrated document processing for extract. Okay. Mitra, student information management. Okay, this is pretty good, right? Is a collaborative effort by a team to create a comprehensive student information management system. Key features include attendance track. Okay, you don't have to put bullet points. You can just add it in a single line. That's fine, right? It's kind of self-explanatory. So projects above, education down,
Bro,
reformat.
one thing, effort by a team, that does not sound, that does not show belongingness actually. By a team, or you could have said like by my team or by our team. Something
Or you
like
could have even written led a team. That's also perfectly fine.
Yeah. Also, one more thing for evidence management system, that could have easily been like just 2 bullet points,
Yeah.
right? The middle 2 bullet points could have been merged and then just put beside evidence management system. Just highlight React.js, MongoDB, IPFS, and Solidity. Just the tools you have to show, right? So that could have easily been just 2 bullet points.
Hello.
Yeah, Shiva, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have tried to get an ATS score on this. If I keep the data too short, it's giving a less score. So
Which one?
I have,
How much is your
I
ATS
think
score?
resume word. I think
Yeah,
Okay.
what is the ATS score now?
ATS score was around 45 to 50. I think it's 47 for this.
Okay.
Okay. And once you remove it, how much is it?
I think it's around 39 to 41.
Okay. Okay.
It's saying to add more metrics like points, and I have add some points, so it's going to 67.
One thing
Yeah, but
about
all you did was made it redundant. You like
one
split
thing
up the line
about
into.
resume worded, and I think all of you guys should keep that in mind when you optimize resumes for it. It looks for some things that us as students just cannot add. So don't over fixate on the ATS score that
Yeah.
resume worded gives
Don't
you.
care about the score.
I mean, you should generally it's recommended to have an ATS score above 70. If you have anything above 70, at that point, just stop caring about it. Just find what feels good to you, and after that, just keep iterating with your resume, and that should be fine.
Okay, so I don't have achievements, so I want to add an section. So what can I add in? Like the space
Any
Hackathon.
left over at the
competitions you
bottom.
have been to,
Any
or
competitions,
in
networking
school, or
events, or any certification you've done.
Olympiads,
Yeah.
certificates.
Extracurricular activities.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. अब अब भाई मेरा तो तुम लोगों ने रोस्ट कर दिया. अब ऋषिकेश का करना पड़ेगा जोर से.
हाँ, अभी बस वो अपने दोस्त लोग का करके फिर बंद कर.
जोर से रोस्ट आ रहा है.
Okay. I think I have to give you some context. I haven't edited this thing in the last 4 months. Okay, it's been the same.
You took my 8-month-old resume and you roasted it. Okay, you don't get to say that card now.
Sure. Okay, fine. That's all I really wanted to
Hey,
say.
Kiran has a hand raised.
Hey Kiran, yes, please go ahead. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. Rishikesh, you share your screen. Let's. अच्छा, he share. Wait, Kiran
Bro,
is.
Nikhil.
Yeah.
If you go on the resume worded homepage, you see a page, right? What do you think if like the resume was in that style, a bit of color, and because yeah,
Which one? The main page,
on the resume worded like landing page.
right? On the right side, you have like this thing. That's what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah, format like that. What do you think about that?
Impact, brevity. Wait, let's just wrap around. Let's get Kiran's doubt out, and then we
All
can
right,
sit
yeah.
and discuss that. Yeah.
Nikhil, I had a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
ATS, when I went to ATS scan, it said add some quantity metrics, but I
Right.
don't know what I have to add for these projects.
So see, like for example, how many students did you affect would be a pretty
No,
good like
actually, this
number.
project hasn't been used by anyone. Only I created and tested it. That's all.
Okay,
Okay.
during your testing, what were some of the latencies, or how
Mm-hmm.
much time did the server take to respond? Uh,
How many classes did you make in the back end? What was the size of your database? Something like that is also pretty okay. Not the best, mind you, it's not the best, but if you have better metrics, you can add those.
and one really nice thing that you can do, which shows your good engineering skills, is thoroughly load testing your application on prod if you have the time and energy to do that. Like deploy it somewhere, try loading it, try load testing that one API endpoint and see what happens. Stuff like that. Having a report of metrics like that really shows that you're a good engineer who cares about your work.
Bro, एक
Uh,
सेकंड आज assignment था क्या?
Actually, can you see now?
Mm-hmm.
Assignment था?
Yeah, and can you also see this page?
What the
Okay,
hell?
okay, dude, this is like a paragraph, textbook paragraph. Why is this here?
Nah,
This,
bro, I
no
will
one
not
cares
read
about
that.
this. No one cares
Yeah.
about
इंडेंटेशन बहुत आगे पाइथन लिख रहे हो भाई.
rules following Python for Unix Linux proficiency. Yeah, no one cares about this, honestly.
I wouldn't read this, man. Honestly, it's
You
redundant.
can you can write
Bro,
articles.
where are the semicolons? You did say C, C++, and Java, right? Semicolons and braces are missing.
Programming is C, C++, Java, and Python. No, okay, similar. Machine
This
Actually,
is
I
learning.
was
useless. This part is useless. Just remove that.
Yeah, just remove that.
actually I was applying
Yes.
for Google networking off campus, so I added this part.
See, one thing is, when some company asks about some obscure skill, it's better to
वो आज
have.
assignment की deadline है, right?
हाँ संडे है ना आज.
Fuck, मैंने नहीं किया कुछ भी अभी तक. मेरे को अभी एक दोस्त मैसेज कर रहा है, भाई असाइनमेंट है नहीं मांगा तूने मेरे से अभी तक.
Okay, so yeah, what do you guys want to do? If you guys want to continue with Rishikesh's like finishing touch, we could do that.
And
Finishing
actually,
move.
one more question.
Okay,
Should
bro,
I
interests.
should I remove
Interests
this
and
business?
soft skills,
Oh,
like these are like useless. They don't matter.
Yeah, dude, this second page needs a lot of work, man. It's really redundant. It
It,
doesn't really fit
it
into the
needs
resume at all.
no, in my opinion, it needs no
Bro,
work at
all
all.
the work it needs is just removing content from this
okay.
page. Except certifications, I would remove almost everything, I believe.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
निखिल भैया इवेंट की बात काफी अलग अलग ग्रुप्स में चल रही कि IITM seniors roasted us today and I got absolutely thrashed.
मेरे को
अरे भाई
भेज
ग्रुप में
बाद
ऐड
में
करो
से।
ना मेरे को, भाई मेरे को भी ग्रुप में ऐड करो.
हाँ करता हूँ, रुक जा
इसको
सुशांत करता हूँ.
बेचारे को ऐड ही नहीं किया, सुशांत को.
हाँ
क्या
करता
करते
हूँ.
हो यार, कैसे दोस्त हो?
Gautam.
एक्चुअली हम पहले ग्रुप का लिंक शेयर करने आते हैं.
Wait,
हमने
wait, we have Gautam who
Gautam
has his
got
hand
that.
raised. Gautam, go ahead, man.
Oh my.
Hey, man.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Nah, this
Oh,
is hell.
wow.
This is hell.
This
This
is
is hell.
lot of
Bro,
text, man.
Nikhil, all of these people are your juniors, man. How are you guiding them?
Wait,
क्या
92
कर रहे हो
in
Are you
निखिल
not
भैया?
guiding your own juniors?
Dude, they don't ask me, stop. Okay, so number one, dude, if you've been here for any amount of time, you know that we don't like summaries at all. So that can go. Your GPA is 8.2, so better if you remove the CGPA. 9 plus, it's pretty good. Okay, coursework. I mean, fine, doing it in a vertical, horizontal manner is also pretty okay, but I'm not exactly
Bro,
sure
you're
what I'm
already
supposed to
saving a
learn.
lot of space by compacting everything together. Why can't you just spare some for keeping it vertical?
Exactly.
It is
Dude,
so compressed together. Keep white space in between.
and I'm like, DSA, operating systems, OOPS concepts, and DBMS. Like,
What do you
where
mean
are
by
the
operating
rest of
systems? What exactly do you mean by operating systems?
I'm like very confused, bro. Like, these are umbrella terms. They don't have
My
space.
brother is a master in operating system. He knows how to install Valorant and play it all day.
Who
Dude.
are you?
Okay. Again, lots of text, man. I will
Yeah,
not
you
read
have
this.
DBMS as well in skills. It is not a skill. DBMS is not a skill. It is an umbrella for a lot of
A
skills.
lot of stuff. DBMS could be like Mongo, it could be like SQL, it
Yeah.
could be
You have
anything.
no SQL, you have SQL structures, everything is different. You can't take SQL knowledge and put it and use it with Mongo directly. You need to learn
So
a lot of different things. So
in the experience part about the role and responsibilities, that's obviously what I'm asking from you, Kada. Like experience mane to I'm asking you what you did. You don't have to reiterate that this is what I did. All right. Everything that is redundant, that is explanatory can go out. It's fine. Okay. The interviewer, the ATS system can get that context. Okay. And
what is SAR? What is SAR?
where?
In Gen AI remote sensing. What is SAR?
Developed a mobile application using Gen AI techniques for SAR image colorization. Gautam, if you're comfortable unmuting yourself, maybe you could say SAR. I explained like what the project was about. Synthetic aperture rate. Okay, so for non like some
Bro,
there
do
are
you
some
expect the people to know
yeah
these terms?
yeah. See industry jargon like DBMS,
Yeah.
OS, DSA
RAG,
that can be
even RAG
yeah
makes sense now because
yeah.
people know.
But this is a little bit more
Yeah.
specific, so people
It's
aren't going to
niche.
know
It's
it.
niche. It's
Very
very niche.
niche, so you'd probably want to elaborate on it a little bit more.
Elaborate or just avoid the word itself
Just
altogether.
put it as an acronym and expand it once, that's fine. It will give
Maybe you
enough
gotta say
context.
like radio imaging and colorization instead of that. Radio imaging. That makes it simpler for the person to understand what exactly you are doing.
Yeah, so dude, this is a lot of spacing issues. Okay, formatting aside, like you really need to work on the spacing.
Developer tools.
Yeah.
मैं Google Chrome user था developer tools के लिए.
I have a genuine question.
Oh yeah.
In the languages C and C++, these are given. Are they required? I mean,
No,
I'm in a BS degree, and should I
no,
even
no.
consider these to do? I know Python, I know SQL. I want to Java next term regarding this only, because most of the people have C and C in their skills. You know what I
But
mean?
programming language, whatever programming language you choose to do, it's up to you. If anyone is imposing conditions on it, it's either a company that has a specific application in that programming language. But
And still they
students,
can't stop you for learning. People learn so
Yeah,
that they can torture themselves. No one has the right
exactly.
to stop you from that.
Most
exactly.
BTech students they just added because C and C++ is the default in the curriculum, right? So that's why they
Yeah.
added. If
In
you
my resume, I don't have C and C++. I removed it because I don't know those two. And you don't have to add things that you don't know well at all. You can
I
keep things that you know really well.
I was just saying for the FOMO they are creating.
Is that जाने दो भाई.
it's fine, it
I mean,
doesn't.
bro, it is also the right. HR does not really isn't very technical, right? So थोड़ा सा गेम खेलना पड़ जाता है, I guess.
Mhm.
And if you want to learn C or C++, go ahead and learn it. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's up to
Especially
you.
if you don't love yourself, you don't have a girlfriend or any.
Huh? So you mean
Yeah,
I
just
don't love
learn C++.
myself?
So yeah, let's finish Gautam's here. Gautam is still here. So Gautam, it's a formatting thing, man. You're gonna have to be a little bit more smart with the content that you're putting in. Format it a little bit better. Add a lot of metrics. Talk about the business value more than the technicalities. That's one thing that I'd really improve your resume. And from developer tools, you can get rid of VS Code. It's fine. You don't really have to add that. Extracurriculars, enthusiastic about continuous learning, strong communication, or not extracurriculars. Okay, those
Guys,
are
I
not
would
extracurriculars.
recommend one thing to you guys. Get this book. It's
Don't
called
make
Don't
me.
Make Me Think.
It's for the design, no? It's for the design.
Yeah, it's
Everything is
design. It's
for.
It's
design,
for
but it is
design.
also going to explain you how to implement visual hierarchy and things like that. Just read through it. It will just make it way easy to make something clean looking.
Cool.
निखिल भाई थोड़ा आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट बात मैं कहता, हम लोग पता है इससे मेरे को आइडिया, हम लोग एक प्रॉपर ना 2-3 दिन की एक वर्कशॉप करा सकते हैं रेज्यूमे बिल्डिंग पे। मतलब अभी तो नहीं,
Yeah,
प्लान करेंगे
rupees
प्रॉपर।
9, be it
हाँ
1000x.
9 रुपए की एंट्री फीस।
नहीं भाई,
नहीं नहीं
अभी
नहीं
मैंने
नहीं। अरे B10x है, वो लोग 9 रुपए चार्ज करते हैं, हम लोग B1000x है, हम लोग 900 रुपए चार्ज करेंगे।
और हम लोग
सुशांत एक आइडिया है।
8 रुपए
बोल
99 पैसे चार्ज करके B10x से सस्ता लगा के वो देख सकते हैं।
अरे
सुशांत एक
परफेक्ट
काम
आइडिया।
करना, लिंक्डइन रोस्ट वाले सेशन में ना तुम बनना को गेस्ट, और फिर और भाई एकदम अपना
भाई
दिल
देखो
खोल के
देखो
बोलना।
देखो, जिधर निखिल है या फिर जिधर प्रियांशु है, वहां पे मैं ऑटोमेटिकली को गेस्ट बन जाता हूँ। ठीक है।
वो तो सही है भाई, वो आ जाता है
हाँ,
ऑटोमेटिकली।
नहीं निखिल भाई एक्चुअली आपका आइडिया काफी अच्छा था, मतलब ये दिस सेशन ब्लू अप मोर देन एक्सपेक्टेड, तो बहुत ज्यादा ही अच्छा गया है पता है
You know
लोगों
what,
का।
Nikhil bhaiya? Just make a new brand, right?
Okay.
Like focused on roasts,
Mm-hmm.
and roast people's LinkedIn's, like roast their socials, roast their
Projects.
profiles, everything.
Projects.
और निखिल भैया
It should be
इनफैक्ट पता
focused
है
on roasting.
मेरे पास एक बहुत बढ़िया आइडिया है, एक ना प्रॉपर अलग से चैनल डेडिकेटेड अलग से खोलो
Yeah,
उसमें, मतलब
that's what I'm
हाँ
saying.
जैसे कि मतलब
Dedicated to
मान लो मैं
roasts.
और सुशांत आपके साथ बैठ के हम लोग आपको
हाँ।
प्रोफाइल दिखाएंगे, आप रोस्ट करना, और मतलब इस टाइप का
These
जो
are the
इसमें ना
worst
वीकली
resumes I have seen
वीकली
in my
हाँ
life.
इस टाइप
This
का
work,
कंटेंट।
bro. This
वही
work,
चलो
bro.
प्लान कर, फिलहाल ना अपने यहीं पे ऑडियंस बन जाएगी व्हाट्सएप पे अच्छी, एंड बिकॉज वी आर एक्चुअली हेल्पिंग देम फॉर फ्री ऑब्वियसली।
Yeah.
हाँ और
Helping
आईआईटीएम,
hands, man. अच्छा
हाँ
रहेगा।
अभी देखो इस ग्रुप से भी अच्छा खासा रिस्पॉन्स आता है एंड
Bro,
काफी
roast
अच्छे
and
अच्छे
learn.
लोग भी हैं।
Roast and learn. Roast and
Roast
learn.
and
Yes,
learn. Roast and
हाँ
learn अच्छा है। It has a good
नहीं,
reach.
इवेंट सीरीज बनाएंगे, जैसे कि मतलब ये है ना
हाँ
इसके
वही
अंडर
वही।
इवेंट 1 इवेंट 2 और वर्कशॉप के लिए अलग इवेंट सीरीज। ठीक है आप करते हैं इसको आराम
Live
से प्लान।
stream shit and
अभी तक एक्चुअली नेक्सस में जितने भी इवेंट हुए हैं ना सब बहुत अच्छे गए हैं, एंड मतलब अभी तक ऐसे हैं कि मतलब एक भी इवेंट में ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत बेकार थे, मतलब हाई वैल्यूएबल कंटेंट जो गूगल पे तो नहीं मिलता।
अच्छा
मेरे
अच्छा
कैमरे का बैटरी खत्म हो गया था।
हाँ
अच्छा।
मेरे कैमरे का बैटरी खत्म हो गया।
हाँ तो निकल भैया बचे हैं रेज्यूमे किसी और के, या ऋषिकेश भैया के पे जाएं?
क्या भी करना है क्या तुझे? क्या भी का हो गया ना शायद।
हाँ कैबी का हो गया, वो उसी का ही तो था वो
कौन सा?
जिसपे,
अरे जा रे।
कौन सा था कौन सा था?
अरे था जैसे सुशांत तेरा जो टेम्पलेट था, इसी टेम्पलेट में जो दूसरा था।
अच्छा
वो इसी का था रे।
हाँ
चेन्नई का।
बता तो रहा है 85 इसका एटीएस स्कोर था।
ब्रो इमेजिन किसी ने रेज्यूमे बनाया एंड ही इन लाइक अचीवमेंट सेक्शन अचीव 85 प्लस स्कोर इन एटीएस चेक।
अरे निखिल भाई मैं आपसे इसलिए कह रहा था कि टेक करियर वाला, अब देखो यहाँ पे रेज्यूमे इतने अच्छे अच्छे, सो इफ समवन इज लुकिंग फॉर सम स्पेसिफिक गाइज वी कैन एक्चुअली रेफर देम। मतलब मेरे को ना ये करना
कर
तो
सकते
पहले,
हैं।
मेरे को पहले से करना था, बट मेरे को इसको ना स्ट्रक्चर्ड और अच्छे वे में करना है, जिससे कि मतलब बिकॉज आई रियली वांट टू जस्ट हेल्प पीपल, इसलिए ये सब मैं कराता
क्या
रहता हूँ।
बोलते हैं एचआर कंसल्टिंग कर भी रहे हो आपने मेरे
हाँ
को
मैं
जॉब
वही कर रहा हूँ, मैं इनको यही तो बोल रहा था कि मेरा रिज्यूमे बनेगा ना एचआर के अराउंड ही बनेगा, लाइक हाँ आई हैव डन सीरियस स्टफ अराउंड दैट, तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ स्टार्ट कर दूँ इस पे धीरे धीरे बिल्ड अप ऑन करके, बट जो भी चीज करूंगा मतलब अच्छे से, ऐसा नहीं फंबल नहीं करना, इसलिए वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम पे चल रहे
Bro,
हैं।
start roast and learn and make it into an HR firm.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली
We could actually do that. It's a perfectly
वही
good
Yeah, it's a very
idea.
nice idea.
निखिल भैया, इसलिए तो मैं
Yeah.
आपसे टेक करियर का कह रहा था, बट वी कैन एक्चुअली मेक अप आवर ओन।
We should, man. We should, honestly
ओके
speaking.
हाँ
कर सकते हैं।
एक
Also,
काम
guys, I
करते हैं
would
अभी।
publicly like to thank you, Nikhil.
वह अभी भी चल रहा है।
उसने मेरे को जॉब दिलवा दी after 2 years of बेरोजगारी।
हाँ निखिल भैया एक काम करते हैं ना, स्टार्ट करते हैं 2-3 इवेंट और अच्छे ऐसे, जैसे रेज्यूमे के अराउंड वर्कशॉप है, जब हम ऐसे 5 अच्छे इवेंट पुल ऑफ कर देंगे ना, तब हम इसको प्रोफेशनली सेटअप कर देंगे
करेंगे चल।
फिलहाल इसको, क्योंकि हमारा मेन एम है हमें ना अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी बिल्ड करनी है, विच वी आर ऑलरेडी डूइंग, एक ग्रुप में अच्छी अच्छी चीजें
और
करा के
फिर हम
एंड
लोग
ग्रुप।
इसको अपने रिज्यूमे पे डालेंगे।
हाँ एंड
मैं एक
पता है हमारा,
recommendation दूं? मैं एक रिकमेंडेशन देना चाहता हूँ, कभी भी
हाँ।
संडे पे मत रखना प्लीज, हमारा असाइनमेंट्स होता है।
अच्छा सैटरडे पे रखेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम से, सैटरडे पे।
हाँ, और
सैटरडे
सैटरडे को होना स्टार्ट
मेरा
होता
भी
है।
आरओई था, उसको करके सीधा यहाँ पे आया।
ओ आरओई
अरे
था ना आज, शिट।
ओ सुशांत यू आर कुक्ड।
आई एम कुक्ड। भाई मेरा इनकम का एलिजिबिलिटी भी नहीं है।
सुशांत भाई अगर मेरे साथ आ जाते हैं ना, आपका पूरा करा देता मैं, डेटा सेट सब सेम
ये
था।
भैया पता है ये ओमकार एक दिन पहले से निकाल के बैठा था क्वेश्चन।
या
अरे ये जो डेटा सेट था वो सेम ही डेटा सेट यूज कर रहे हैं, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है
हाँ,
प्रैक्टिकली।
सारा डेटा सेट और सारी जो भी था
सब्जेक्ट जो अभी तक
नहीं विद लाइक द डेटा सेट का स्ट्रक्चर मैंने 3 साल पहले जब दिया था तभी यही सेम स्ट्रक्चर था डेटा सेट का।
मैं आपको डीएम कर दूं, मेरे पे है सब कुछ सेव अभी तक जो भी
नहीं
दिखा
मेरे
है।
पास भी है, मेरे पास भी है, मेरे
अच्छा
पास भी है।
गाइस या हाँ
मैंने बीडीएम लिया इस बार, ठीक है। पहली
अच्छा
बात
ये
तो
सब कॉन्वर्सेशन लेट्स नॉट डू इट ऑन द ग्रुप बिकॉज अदर पीपल आर वेटिंग, ठीक है। अगर इफ द सेशन इज डन वी कैन क्लोज दिस वन एंड इफ यू गाइस वांट दूसरे मीट पे हॉप ऑन करेंगे, ठीक है।
श्योर, लेकिन अभी मेरे को असाइनमेंट्स भी करने हैं।
अरे मेरे को भी करने संडे आज एक
अरे
घंटा
अभी
बाद।
विशाल और ऋषिकेश भाई का बच्चा है। विशाल का तो होके रहेगा। विशाल
अरे विशाल
तो मैं
का
बच के नहीं जाने देंगे।
विशाल को नहीं छोड़ूंगा भाई।
निखिल भाई
विशाल नहीं
आपके पास, हाँ, निखिल भाई आपके पास है एक्सेस फॉर्म की, आप पूरा खोल के वहाँ पे दिखाओ।
अरे एक्चुअली विशाल जो है वो सांस लेता है, उसका नया प्रोजेक्ट आ जाता है।
अरे वही ना
भाई
भाई क्या तो भी
ऋषिकेश भैया के पीछे देखो।
हाँ। अरे विशाल रुको, तुमको भी मैं अपने उस ग्रुप में ऐड करूँ, वेट।
अक्षय भाई मेरे
Guys,
को
very off
हाँ
topic.
सुशांत
एक
तुझे कर
question
दिया
था.
ऑलरेडी, देख एक बार चेक कर।
ये
Guys,
We got
very off topic.
Mm-hmm.
एक question है. What browser do you guys use?
I use
Firefox,
Chrome, man.
Firefox.
I use
Google
Chrome.
Chrome।
Okay. So like proper Chrome या Chromium वाला?
Chrome।
Okay. Brave.
आप क्या यूज करते हो?
I personally live with
Vivaldi.
this.
आप क्या यूज करते हो?
I use Vivaldi.
सेम।
मेरे को लगा इसने
also
खुद का
is
बना,
quite a lot of RAM.
मेरे को लगा इसने खुद का ब्राउजर बना के यूज करता है।
भाई I don't have access to view it for some reason. तुम लोगों में से कोई खोलो ना विशाल का।
एडिटर की एक्सेस है तो आपके पास।
I have to leave now, so see ya.
ऋषिकेश भाई एक मिनट, आपका रेज्यूमे प्लीज।
By the way, I missed all of it. Can someone send the stream if it's recorded?
Should I share it now
नहीं,
or
इट इज नॉट रिकॉर्डेड। हाँ शेयर, स्क्रीन शेयर कर दो।
What are you edging to? What do you mean edge?
माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज।
Omkar, no one cursed, bro. You're talking about using Microsoft Edge efficiently.
Microsoft Edge is a malware at this point.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen then. Brace yourselves because this is not a pretty resume.
Bro, after roasting 100 resume in a line.
I'm not just. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think I had an orgasm.
भाई काफी सटल और जेंटल था, आवाज नहीं आई तुम्हारी ठीक से।
Bro, ये बोल रहा अच्छा ही लगा, सामने खुलते डीआरडीओ दिख रहा।
I'm working there again. Like I said, this was 4 months ago. I have 2 more internships that I can add. No, I haven't added.
Bro, can you find me some like experiences like this? करना है भाई
experiences.
ऐसी like DevSec में।
Sure, DM me, I guess.
ये
हाँ, अरे विशाल तुम भी एक बार डीएम चेक कर लेना, मैंने तुमको लिंक भेजा है। ओके निखिल भैया स्टार्ट करो।
तुम लोग रोस्ट करो भाई। I've seen this guy's resume 100 times already.
हाँ
Trust me,
Anyway,
I need feedback. Mine is not perfect. I can spot 10 different problems already.
अच्छा भैया एक चीज आप बताओ ऋषिकेश भैया कि मान लो आप पाइथन में बहुत बड़ा एआई मॉडल लिखो और मुझे बस हेलो वर्ल्ड लिखना आता हो, तो मेरी क्या औकात है आपका वो रोस्ट करने की।
Hey, spot any kind of problems and just tell me, yaar.
हाँ.
Just saying experience like
I
chronology.
wish I had a Mozilla tool to copy the link.
Is that like a hyperlink or is that like?
It's a proper link. It goes
Yeah,
to the
you don't need. I think Project Link is enough. No, I
People
don't
did
know
not
why.
get my joke, for fuck's sake.
This is actual project.
Your video is off, bro. I cannot see your expression.
My camera is off. Like my camera's battery ran out.
Arey shit, yeah.
What I said was, I wish I had an OCR tool to open the link for that OCR tool.
Nice, bhai.
Yeah, so
Karenge, wo bhi
this
karenge.
is pretty good, man. I mean, like
But
honestly,
actually, I am looking for a very nice, OCR tool because I need to process medical reports. I've not been able to find.
just use Tesseract. No, Tesseract is.
It is
No,
shit. It is shit. It is
don't
shit.
use Tesseract.
Tesseract
No.
is shit. I have used Tesseract. I have used Doctor. I have used like 10 different kinds of.
Try Paddle or try the latest one from OLM.
Mistral ka
Paddle.
acha hai.
Yeah, I'm about to fine tune Olama Vision mode. Llama
Yeah,
9.
okay.
Nice.
Llama 7P.
I haven't highlighted 10 GB here. I haven't highlighted CC100 dataset. I haven't highlighted this part. I haven't highlighted which languages I have done this for, including these. I said Perso, Arabic, logographic Indian languages, but I haven't highlighted which ones are they.
What is bro trying to do at this point?
I am trying to
Because of
point and I'm
roasting.
trying to give you leads. You are not pointing fault.
If bro is trying to roast himself, he is actually cooking.
No, bhai, I'm asking you guys to roast. Like I haven't done any kind of highlighting.
Bro, फिर
here.
से joke नहीं समझा क्या आदमी हो यार.
Because some roasting is going on. Let it be. Let's have some popcorn meanwhile.
Like
Okay, guys, actually, I have to leave. Something came up, so
Oh,
I'll
sure.
yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one.
Bro,
Okay.
विशाल धोखा दिया तूने. विशाल दिखाया नहीं.
अरे भाई
विशाल-
विशाल का अरे
विशाल
उसका
का
खोल
देखो.
नहीं रहा है यार. वही तो. Wait, Sai Krishna has something to share. Yes, Sai Krishna, go ahead.
क्या हुआ भाई, आपके पास एक्सेस है फिर भी नहीं खुल रहा?
नहीं खोल
Let
रहा.
me check. Wait.
Acha, you guys did not rate mine. You did not even say anything about it.
10 on 10, perfect. 100
10
on
on 10 भाई. देखती और क्या.
इतना अच्छा था कि भाई देखो DRDO पढ़ते ही सबका हो गया भाई.
हाँ हो गया.
हाँ, DRDO दिख गया ना सामने. काम खत्म हुई थे. No one cares.
मैं विशाल का एक बार शेयर कर रहा हूँ, रुक जाना.
I'm doing my second project. Okay.
तू कौन सा ATC क्या स्कोर चेक करता ना क्या?
ATS.
क्रैश कर जाएगा देखो वो पढ़ते.
नहीं भाई, मेरा 82 है. 82 या 83 है.
मैंने क्रैश कर गया इसलिए
उसमें
इतना कम मिला.
उसमें स्किल इशू है फिर.
क्रैश कर गया इसलिए कम स्कोर मिला.
नहीं, निखिल का हायर है मेरे से.
वो कैलकुलेट कर रहा था. उसने देखा कि अभी ये स्कोर को और 500 पॉइंट्स बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, लेकिन कैप 100 है इसलिए क्रैश करके वहीं पे रह गया 72 पे.
हाँ, कर लूंगा घर जाके.
क्या कर लेगा भाई घर जाके?
अरे वो सॉरी, वो मैं किसी और को कह रहा था. सॉरी बाहर आया हुआ था. अरे निवान, एक बार चेक कर, मैंने विशाल का भेजा है.
Wait a sec.
विशाल, हाउ ओल्ड आर यू?
19 हो 19 या 20 हो बस.
19.
ओके, यहाँ पे सबसे यंग मैं हूँ ना.
Yeah, you're 18. This guy is 19. Vishal is.
Oh my.
What the
fuck? Vishal, sorry.
I created this resume today.
Just for the
I'm leaving.
Just
ये accent किसका था?
I am done.
ये accent किसका था भाई?
That was Vishal.
निवान, इसकी इंग्लिश अच्छी है, बस हाईएस्ट लेवल से एक नीचे.
Pursuing, let's be real, already a legend. क्या? What legend?
You're not a professional.
Yeah, what competition was this? Was this a competition?
I don't know.
पता नहीं.
Who
हमें
is
भी
the
पता
winner?
था हम कंपटीशन कर रहे हैं.
Resumes got latent.
No Sandy.
Oh shit.
You know what, bro? Somebody should have made like a sassy, resume.
Oh yeah, that would have been awesome, man.
ये बनाया तो था इसने, निवान ने.
अरे वो skip हो गया ना यार, because it was a troll actually.
अरे तो लगा देना तो.
लगा
No,
दो.
that was not sassy. Like Vishal ने जो काम किया, but that on steroids. Like, why you should hire me before I take your job.
Acha, I'm going then. Thank you for having me.
अरे बिल्कुल ऋषिकेश, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, thank you for joining.
सभी को thank you. And
Wait, guys,
निखिल भैया का.
Someone is saying something. Wait.
Oh. Hi.
Hey Krishna, hi.
So first of all, I want to thank everyone who organized this. I don't know who except Nikhil.
Nikhil
Yeah,
Bhaiya
so
ki jai. Nikhil Bhaiya ki jai.
Yeah,
निखिल
I
भैया
even
की जय।
wanted to thank Nikhil. Yes, Nikhil Bhaiya ki jai.
एक्चुअली आइडिया भी उन्हीं का ही था, हम तो बस मीडिएटर हैं।
हाँ, मैं तो बस इधर हूँ, just existing.
बस भाई।
हाँ।
Nikhil Bhaiya has the real aura here. He is the real villain.
आइडिया भी उन्हीं का, हमने बस उनके लिए पोस्टर बनाया है बेसिकली।
हाँ, बस इतना ही।
Yeah.
I just joined here because I wanted to meet Nikhil Bhaiya.
Exactly.
Me too. अगर निखिल नहीं होता तो मैं आता ही नहीं मेरे पास।
हाँ, if I did not see Nikhil Bhaiya's eyes light up with lasers, I was
निखिल भैया नेक्सस के ब्रांड एम्बेसडर आपको।
Damn, brand
निखिल
ambassador.
निखिल नेक्स्ट आपका हैकेथॉन कब है यार? मेरे को लो, मैं घर पे बैठा रह रहा हूँ।
सुशांत को पता है वो जीत जाएगा।
अच्छा, ठीक है। Guys, I'm leaving for today. Thank you so much for having me.
बिल्कुल ऋषिकेश
Thank you. Bye.
हाँ निखिल भैया, थैंक यू सो मच फिर से।
Thank you guys for having me. It was fun. ठीक है।
हाँ, एक बार आप
Thank you,
ना वही
sir.
आप ग्रुप पे मतलब थोड़ा एक अच्छा सा मैसेज लिख देना आपका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस है, एंड बाकी लोगों ने आपकी मतलब तारीफ करी उनको थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्ड कर देना।
हाँ ठीक है भाई, कर देंगे।
हैंड टू हैंड लिंक्डइन का टेस्टिमोनियल भी ले लो, काम आएगा फ्यूचर।
अरे भाई, अरे निखिल भाई अपने ही है यार, भैया की टेस्टिमोनियल नहीं, उनकी प्रेजेंस इनफ है यार। असल में ग्रुप पे बहुत तगड़े लोग हैं, अभी धीरे धीरे सब सामने आएंगे, क्यों चिंता कर रहे हो?
एनजी भाई को सब रेस्पेक्ट देते हैं, हर ग्रुप में।
निखिल भाई और आए चलता फिरता।
But thank you guys, thank you everyone for joining us. Krishna, thank you for the kind words, man. I really appreciate it. Really do.
ये वैसे भैया के साथ सेकंड सेशन था, हैकाथॉन वाला भी काफी अच्छा गया था।
चलो guys, let's wrap it up.
I was not joking.
Nikhil, you really have to think on having workshops in our college, maybe. If Deepa accepts. If Deepa
Deepa has to accept well, bro.
I'm no one. But yeah, so I was thinking, how about doing it under request?
क्या?
We can do, yeah. करेंगे college में.
So, for the context to everyone who doesn't know, so I'm the club head of our college, and I am also a classmate of Nikhil. So, Nikhil did something, that's why our management is so pissed off. So, I was thinking to post him under our club, maybe, if you also can join.
निखिल भैया स्क्रीनशॉट मैं आपको भेज दूंगा, आपको लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट करना हो तो।
हाँ ठीक है भाई, भेज देना।
वैसे ग्रुप में एक पड़ा है आपका, उसमें मीम बन रहा है वो टेक्निकली, लेकिन फिर भी एक बार देखना।
भाई Krishna, I'll talk with these guys. We'll definitely host a session in college also. I'll get these guys also, right? We can do that.
Yeah.
चलो।
बेसिकली हम लोग काफी अभी और चीजें करने वाले हैं, सब डिस्क्लोज नहीं करा है, मतलब सब बढ़िया प्लान्ड है।
Bro, is Nexus just Agno 2.0?
I don't think so, bro. But like, yeah, kind of. अभी ऐसा हो रहा है।
सारे लोग को उधर आ जाएगा।
लेकिन भाई ठीक है, हाँ मतलब हाँ मेरे को पता है, मैं बताता हूँ सुशांत, मेरा एम ये है कि एग्नो पे ना अच्छा खासा स्टार्टअप वगैरह को फंड करने का मतलब वो है नेटवर्किंग उनकी सब, तो वहाँ पे मैं चाहता हूँ टैलेंटेड इंडिविजुअल जाएं, वो नहीं जो कंप्लीट बिगनर है, तो जो बिगनर है मैं उनको अपनी कम्युनिटी से ट्रांजिशन करके एग्नो में ले जाना चाहता हूँ।
That is like actually a very good idea because वहाँ पे
मतलब
कुछ लोग आए, वो लोग को हम लोग ट्रोल करते हैं, फिर वो लोग
इससे तुम लोग का ये नहीं होगा, वहाँ पे क्लटर नहीं होंगे फालतू लोग, हम बिगनर्स को अपने यहाँ से स्क्रीनिंग करके वो वहाँ पे भेज देंगे। जैसे ग्रुप का डिस्क्रिप्शन देखोगे ना, जो मैंने लिखा है स्टार्टअप फंड करने का, वो हम एग्नो को कांटेक्ट करेंगे एंड हम एक्चुअल टैलेंट देंगे उनको कि हाँ ये बंदा मतलब हमारी तरफ से सर्टिफाइड है। मतलब
अच्छा गाइस चलो मैं तो ड्रॉप कर रहा हूँ, आई हैव टू गो। ओके ठीक है,
बिल्कुल। अच्छा एनजी ब्रो, डेफिनेटली लेट मी नो अबाउट इफ एनी हैकाथॉन्स यू पार्टिसिपेट।
अरे बताऊंगा भाई, तेरे को तो लेके चलूंगा, तेरे को विशाल को, दोनों को। ठीक है,
उसको तो गोदी में ले। अरे विशाल वहाँ पे 24 घंटे के हैकाथॉन में 24 प्रोजेक्ट बनाएगा।
अच्छा ठीक है गाइस, चल बाय
बाय गाइस, आज सांस में एक न्यू प्रोजेक्ट। बाय
चलो बाय बाय सबको। अरे
So like,
सही था। अरे विशाल भाई आप
gonna do with
म्यूट
this?
क्यों हो? अरे हेलो विशाल। ओ बीजी नॉइज बहुत। लगता है भाई शादी में गया हुआ है। अरे सब अपने ही दोस्त हैं इधर। और
हाँ
आकाश
हाँ।
कैसा लगा आपको?